back heart is empty.
Yeah, they playing.
Yo, I haven't seen nothing yet. I just got in, yo. I'm gonna be honest. I was waiting to watch it. Nah, I was waiting until I got off work.
I got to watch a little bit of at work. I watched it on my like phone and whatnot. But I mean, Chris said he liked it. Obviously, I thought it was sort of mid. Honestly, like I didn't.
Mid.
Yeah, I thought it was mid.
What?
Yeah, you know smooth capping. You know smooth capping.
No, I go into these PlayStation shows with like literally no expectation, and then if they amaze me, I'm amazed, and if they don't, it's like
knock it off. Knock it off.
What,
knock it off.
What was so special?
Knock it off.
We're gonna talk about we live. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we live.
The fact that you out here giving Xbox shows 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. You talking about this show is mid?
Mid, yeah.
Where they established their launch titles. They established all of those things.
They established they established PlayStation holiday lineup, PlayStation 4 holiday lineup, and PC holiday lineup.
Oh, come on.
They established their holiday lineup. Yes, they have their launch lineup for your games, but you can't get upset at that.
The primary reason, the go-to reason to get a PS5 was to experience the next gen only Spider-Man.
Facts.
And that was a lie.
Oh no, the thing is, me, Chris, and Persona agrees with that, but you don't, because that wasn't your stance, sir.
That was the only reason I was gonna get. That was the only reason I was gonna get a day one though. Because I'm not interested into no damn Demon Souls.
So don't get an Xbox then. You don't need it. You got all the games that you can play.
Don't. You're right. I don't. But I'm going to
why
get
you
one
get an Xbox?
Because I'm an Xbox guy. I like Xbox. See,
so
I don't. As
PlayStation shows you weren't going to like anyway.
No, that's actually not true. That's not true. Because I own the PlayStation 4. You know, I don't own it just like, hey, I'm gonna buy this because I hate it. It just says to me, because PlayStation is not my primary console, I really don't need to get it.
So what? Okay, so let me ask you this question: what needs to release on PlayStation? What would you have liked seeing being a launch?
Well, 3 months ago they told me Spider-Man Miles Morales was an exclusive to PlayStation 5. It is an exclusive to PlayStation 5.
That's not the question I asked.
No, that's the reason. That is the reason, though.
That's not the question I'm asking you. What game would you
I told you Miles Morales, but it's a last-gen game, though.
Miles Morales is out.
It's a last-gen game.
I mean, if you want to play,
but it was a last-gen game. Sure. So you know what? Fuck PlayStation. You know why? Because I prematurely sold my fucking Spider-Man PS4 Pro just to find out I could play the damn game on my PS4 Pro. I did. I sold the shit a lot on Sunday.
Let me ask you this question, Smooth. If Halo was still going to be slated to release this holiday, and that game is also playable on Xbox consoles now and next gen, would you have still bought an Xbox Series X?
Yeah, because it was already told to me. See, PlayStation said they believe in generations. No, think about it. PlayStation.
So you're not
in May. Question. All right, in May. Hold on. Listen to this. No. Let's bring it back to the July event. As of July 23rd. We knew Halo was a cross-gen title, and we knew Spider-Man was a PlayStation 5 only game, right? All right, then. I rest my case. So I already knew before even Halo was shown, it was a cross-generation game. That wasn't the reason I was getting an Xbox. My reasons for when
that was the messaging since last year too.
Yeah, so they
kept that same energy.
I'm going to buy an Xbox. I don't see Xbox. Xbox and PlayStation aren't held to the same standards to me. They're not. I'm gonna buy an Xbox because I want a new Xbox. I'm gonna buy a PlayStation because PlayStation told me I can only play their games on their new system. That's the opposite from Xbox. It ain't like I'm saying, Xbox, this game is only on Xbox, so I'm gonna play. But PlayStation literally said a couple months ago, showing us these games, they made sure after these trailers that PlayStation 4 wasn't shown on there. They were specifically PlayStation 5. And then you got Jim Ryan and this fucking flappy ass, snack ass talking about, this can only experience on the next generation. We worked hard on this thing and we should make this, you should move with this. This should only work on that. Dude.
You're capping, Smooth.
No, I'm not capping because here's the thing. I'm not even mad at Jim. The only reason why I'm a little upset, is because I sold my PlayStation 4 prematurely. I sold that shit prematurely. I was like, we gonna get pre-orders. I'm gonna just go out because I'm not gonna play another PlayStation game, right? And the old, because I planned to get one game at launch on one. No, well, there was two, but Kenna got delayed, right? So the only game I was gonna have at launch for the PS5, because their games are $70 now, was gonna be Spider-Man, which would have been the cheapest game.
$70?
Yeah, PlayStation first party games are $69.99.
No, they said that it can range from $49.99 to $69.99.
Nah, nigga. You know how much? What's that game? Demon Souls is $69.99.
Demon Souls is $70.
Demon Souls is $70. Sackboy is $60. Spider-Man is
50.
Yeah, because Spider-Man is $50 because it's DLC. Sackboy is
Spider-Man is not DLC.
It's
Spider-Man
$50
is a
for a reason, bro. It's $50 for a reason, bro.
DLC. It's a full-fledged game.
It's $50 for a reason, and the Sackboy is $60 because they better not charge $70 for that shit.
Full game? Is Battletoads a full game?
The Battletoads was like $20.
Is Battletoads a full game? That's
but
the question.
It's a full game. It's
is Battletoads a full game? Yes or no?
I answered your question.
Yes or no?
Yo, I got it confirmed.
Yeah, Battletoads. Battletoads is a full game and it's DLC.
Okay, you said Battletoads
it's a full game and it's DLC. You know why?
You said yes. Now, why is it okay? Why is it a full game and DLC? Explain.
Because it's a digital only game and it's downloadable content. That's what it is. It's downloadable. It's digital.
Yo, Smooth. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Because the game can be downloaded and all this other stuff, that means that it's
all DLC means is downloadable content.
Yeah,
that's all.
But Spider-Man
in
is
addition
not only
to the game.
Yeah, Spider-Man is not only it's downloadable content. You can get it retailed, sir.
Let's bring it back. Let's focus.
You guys tell me about the show because I didn't get to do a live reaction.
I
got to watch it, but I was kind of like sneak watching it.
Let's start it off pretty good. What's everybody's thoughts? We can start with Chris because Chris has a lot on his mind. Yeah. He came in hot today.
Oh, before I do, I'm sorry. I didn't do a proper introduction. What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth. Welcome to episode 28 of Planet Xbox Podcast. We do have some guests here, and they are PlayStation centric because PlayStation had their big reveal today. Shout out to Jay Barry, which you owe me Spider-Man, by the way.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Your dates were wrong. Your dates were wrong.
What was your date, Smooth?
Hold up, bro. I said You said
I had the tweet. Hold on. Before you go, I had the tweets. You said if the date was for what you called, which was like November 20th or something like that.
I said November 13th.
You said that you will, and Xbox. It wasn't just for one console, for both. You said November 6th for Xbox and 13th for PlayStation. Yeah. So you was wrong. I was wrong as well.
But I was closer than you. I feel like they did that shit like last minute, bro.
Yo, you can't be like I want to bet because I was wrong. But you was wrong too, bro.
And shout out to Jay Barry, and also we got Persona.
I'm a nice dude though. I'll get you Spider-Man. I just got a digital confirmed. I'm about to sell this.
Hold on, I'm waiting for mine to confirm right now. I'm trying to place the order. But yo, what's good, guys? Your boy Persona, Gamer with Persona. Definitely glad to be here, man. Shout out to Smooth. Shout out to the whole Planet Xbox crew. I can't wait to get into it.
All right, the rest of the crew. Chris Righteous, man, how you doing, man? This is your day.
Yo, what's going on? I have a couple mixed feelings and stuff like that, but we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I'm just ready to talk about this. Yeah, but before we get into that, there was like some other news, right? Like real quick, like PS5 is getting Wi-Fi 6 and Xbox is gonna have Wi-Fi 5. To me, I think that the Xbox having Wi-Fi 5.
Bro, before you jump in the subject, let's finish the intros because you're about to start a whole freaking argument right now.
No. I was just gonna say real quick that I think Xbox is gonna be fine for now, and you're still gonna get really good internet and stuff like that. Wi-Fi 6 is just for the future. You know what I mean? People are not going to have that Wi-Fi, that internet to support it right now at launch anyway. So to me, that's like a more future thing. Xbox.
It's not even the speed. It's not just the speed surrounding Wi-Fi 6. That's the big feature.
Yeah, I know. It's a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, let's get into it.
More stable.
Damn, I accidentally got rid of my digital edition because I had like 5 PS5s in the fucking cart. My bad. Jay, Coke boy, you there?
Yo, we just got that confirmation, yo.
Yeah, that's my intro.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's how we treat it?
Yep.
Yo, hustlers right here, bro. I got a PS5 physical. Who need that? Let me know. 600.
I was gonna say I just got that digital off a GameStop website.
No,
so we good, bruh. Yo, it come with 2 controllers, charger station.
I got the same one with the plus and
the with the plus and the thing. Yep. Yeah. I got that. We good, bruh. I'm waiting on that confirmation though.
They said delayed due to the demand.
Yeah.
All right, who else in here? Nick?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? NickBanks. Shout out to the PS Nation, my man Persona, Jay Barry, Planet Xbox. We all here. Where Corey at, man? I don't see him. But yeah, let's talk.
All right. So let's talk about it. Let's do a rundown of the show.
The PS5 event.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So they started off with a huge banger, which was Final Fantasy 16.
Massive.
This has been rumored for a while now that this was going to happen. The footage that was shown was running on PC. That wasn't PlayStation 5 footage. So I just want to throw that out there. They did say that. But it looks amazing, man. It's from the same. The director is from the same guy who saved
14.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, Realm Reborn.
A Realm Reborn, right? That's why a lot of people were kind of comparing, like, the way the characters look to, a Realm Reborn and whatever. It's like a mix of that and like Final Fantasy.
That was
15.
A good one.
But that shit looks fire. Like the combat, everything. Like
you know why they did that too, right? Because A Realm Reborn is like one of their most popular, popular MMOs. So they took that style and they upped it more to bring people in from the MMO as well.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Chris. My bad.
That shit looks amazing. It's coming as a console exclusive for the PlayStation 5. It's also going to be available on PC. But that's a huge console exclusive. Final Fantasy has always been big and stuff like that. So this is going to sit very well with Japan and, of course, over here as well. So huge. Then after that, I think they show what did they show right after that? Miles Morales gameplay. That was like the second one, right? That was like the second one they showed. And that shit looks fire. That shit looks amazing. That shit look like everything that Miles Morales was doing.
They were cocky with it, man.
They were showing that fire.
They knew that gameplay was going to be fire. Yeah. They knew that gameplay was going to be fire.
Miles Morales looks, his animations, his movesets, his powers.
You saw the Tims?
Different.
Yo, the Tims.
Yo,
New York stand up, baby.
Straight New York, you feel me?
Yo,
vibes.
It was nothing but Puerto Rican flags all over that trailer, dog. I was hyped.
You saw the Chinese box, the little Spanish flag. Come on, man. You know the vibes.
Out
here.
Authentic, man. Authentic.
Harlem,
Puerto
baby.
Rican parade and stuff like that because his mom is Puerto Rican, so you got multicultural representation. You know what I mean? That shit was fire. Then right after that, what they show?
What you mean? You're supposed to know this. Harry Potter. I thought you the PlayStation guy. That's the PlayStation guys. What are you talking about? Y'all know what happened?
No. I can't remember how
I can't remember the order either.
Real
talk. That Harry Potter game. I'm not even a Harry Potter fan like that, but that looks very interesting, man.
Yeah, that looks fire. It's not about Harry
I still want to get more information on it, but it got me interested to look it up, like research it.
Right. Yeah. So that's a multi-plat. I mean. We don't know if that's another cross-generation title. It might be because it's coming out next year. So, you know what I mean. Then they showed more of Odd World, right? Which I don't really care for Odd World. You know what I mean? Demon Souls gameplay. Now that Demon Souls, that is a fucking like remake. Like they added new mechanics. Like you can now vault over walls, which wasn't in the original.
Chris, you heard Smooth earlier, Chris. Talking about he capping. Well, I'm not gonna buy PlayStation with Demon Soul. Man, love Bloodborne. Wait, I'm not gonna buy. Kiss Smooth, stop it.
It's because Smooth doesn't have a very diverse taste in different video games.
Frauding.
You know Smooth buying that Demon Souls, man.
We gonna listen, guys. I'm sorry to let you guys know. I know you guys love Xbox over here, but we're gonna beat Kid Smooth shins in tonight. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't think it's gonna work. Y'all got more bad news than good, but go ahead.
It's not bad news. It's a little disappointing news, but it's not bad overall. We still saw the gameplay.
We still got a launch lineup.
Everything that we saw looked better than Craig. Halo Infinite.
Facts.
Go ahead and continue, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, they showed Resident Evil 8, another trailer, another
multi-plat.
Cinematic trailer and whatnot.
Don't forget Devil May Cry.
Now, are you guys gonna have to pay for that?
Yep, you got
everybody do it. It's Capcom, baby. Capcom don't play that.
That shit I bet that bitch gonna be in Game Pass.
No, it's $39.99.
It's $40 and it comes with an expansion with Virgil.
Yeah.
It comes with a Virgil expansion.
I still believe that thing is going to be in Game Pass. I love to replay. I love Devil May Cry 5. And if that shit at 4K 60, that shit should be 120 frames because that shit was already doing 60 frames on the
Smooth. They confirmed 120 frames.
All right, cool. I didn't catch that, but cool. Absolutely.
Exactly. And if you notice, it had a lot more enemies on the screen.
Yo, and the ray tracing looking crazy in that, yo. Like
that should look crazy, man. So then they showed the price. Yeah, Deathloop. They showed that game looks good.
Deathloop, that game got delayed, right? Because that was supposed to.
Yeah, Deathloop got delayed. Five Nights at Freddy, we good on that. Fortnite, we good on that.
Cold War gameplay and alpha on PS4 this weekend.
Yeah, that COD story looking good, bro.
Yeah, it does. It looks really fun.
Oh yeah, Persona, you know the vibes. Listen, guys, if you guys want to get wins in Call of Duty, I know a lot of you guys are not that good. Just come on over. Me and Persona, we're going to be streaming. Join us. Be in our party.
Black Ops.
Nah, we don't play that Warzone. That's
definitely gonna get up with y'all.
Do y'all play multiplayer?
Of course, we play multiplayer.
Do you guys play multiplayer?
Yeah, they don't got no
multiplayer Modern Warfare. Yeah, I played it. That joint is trash.
Trash.
All right, so y'all don't play multiplayer Modern Warfare.
I'm a Black Ops guy, man.
Black
Ops is the best balance Call of Duty, fan.
That Black Ops Cold War, y'all gonna see the.
Right,
y'all gonna see.
Let's carry on because we gotta get into the meat.
Oh no! Can we talk about the Game Pass Destroyer for a second?
Oh,
the Game Pass Destroyer.
The PlayStation Collection.
Oh, PlayStation Collection, PS Plus.
Backwards compatibility.
Destroyed Game Pass. I'm sorry.
How?
I'm sorry. The titles that they put in there, just wait. You can't compete. You can't compete, Smooth.
So what are you guys using? Are you guys using? Is it PlayStation? Is it PlayStation Now or is it PlayStation Plus?
Plus.
Both of us. We got both of us.
So both. So y'all pay for it. So is it free or are you going to pay for a service that's just specifically for exclusive backwards compatible games?
I already had PS Plus, played for us in 2023.
If you have those games, you're going to be able to play it. But it's going to be okay. So they had like 15 games or something like that.
No, you realize you guys are hyping like old games, right?
I'm not hyping. I'm talking about the service overall. It's a great service.
I mean, how is it? They just highlighted PlayStation 4 games. 4 years of PlayStation 4 games.
They're highlighting that the fact that PlayStation 5, right? You get in a PlayStation 5, you already going to have these titles already backwards compatibility if you have PlayStation Plus.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, so they just
repackaged backwards
compatible for you under PlayStation Plus Classics.
No. This is something completely different. This is something completely different.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have PlayStation Plus.
Okay, but if you're a PlayStation fan, chances are you got those games, right?
Of course,
yeah,
but what about the people that don't?
But this is the same thing with Game Pass.
That's what we're talking about.
Same thing goes for Game Pass, right?
No, it doesn't because Game Pass. There's a lot of third party games in there. Game Pass in terms of exclusive, yeah. If you're an Xbox fan,
that was third party in that PS Plus collection as well.
Yeah. But it seemed like to highlight a bunch of PlayStation 4 games.
You gotta.
So Smooth, are you saying that that's a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying what's the big deal? You're saying it kills Game Pass, but it's just showing you PlayStation 4 games.
I'm telling you,
Game Pass has all sorts of games in there.
You need Game Pass and Xbox.
You got super chats.
What I'm saying is it's a good thing for those people that don't have those games yet. And even if you go and buy into a PlayStation,
114 million pieces. Somebody better have had those games.
All right, so let me ask you this.
The super chat.
So PlayStation Plus is adding value, right?
Yes.
Okay. Was Microsoft not adding value when they added EA Play to Game Pass?
Garbage.
Ooh. That's an entire. Y'all
be playing PlayStation 4 Madden games from a couple years ago. We'll be playing the new one.
Plus,
I think EA deal was.
You know what's the difference? You know what's the difference between Microsoft and PlayStation? They added value to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, not just the regular baseline Game Pass that people can get for $10. You got to get the Ultimate to get those extra goodies.
But hold up, Jabari.
They don't need to be played on Xbox.
That's an additional 50 games. And remember, you have Game Pass across your cell phone, your PC, and your Xbox.
Extra.
You only got 15. You only got 15 games added to PlayStation Plus.
And on top of that, let me add this.
They're going to continually update.
So what's the better value?
Plus is a better value. It's cheaper.
No, it's not.
Get a bunch of PlayStation 4 games.
Because Ultimate is only $1. Remember, everybody touted that. Ultimate is $15 a month.
Let me get this super chat. He says DM's Glorious War says DMC 5 Special Edition doesn't have ray tracing on Xbox at launch. PS5 has it. LOL. So much for all that power. Go to the website. Sony took an L, but Xbox got no legs. What is he talking about?
Yeah,
I don't agree. I don't think that's true.
Nah, that ain't true.
That
what is
sounds
he
like
talking
a bunch of bull. But if it's true, send me a link or something.
I don't think that.
He said go to the website. Sony took an L. What website?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
And Best Buy won't let me check out.
Go to GameStop, bro.
GameStop won't. The browser won't open.
But Jay Barry, now you just saying a better value. Everybody been bragging how Game Pass, how they making money when they giving it away in cereal boxes and Pop Tart, and all that. Where's all that energy? Right, and I ain't saying y'all said it because I know y'all. I never seen y'all two say it.
I mean, I'm not talking about like a promotional thing. I'm talking about the actual.
Yeah, like the retail price of Game Pass. Retail price of Game Pass is
another thing.
$15 a month. So, PS Now that's $60 for the year, and within 3 months, 4 months, you paying $60 for Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes,
so that's clearly the better.
Look at the entire library of games from which you get.
Yeah, if you compare, but realistically speaking, if we're comparing the library for library, I personally feel like the games in this PS Now collection are more desirable to when you play.
That's what I was saying too.
If you're a PlayStation owner already, most of those games you've already played, right?
Is it fair to assume that?
Yes, it is.
So you're telling me that God of War and all these other games sold 100 million?
God of War, 10 mil.
100 million, but how many consoles are out there in the world? How many consoles are out there in the world?
What about
you say the same for Game Pass games?
Yeah, and that's why I said don't argue with them on that one, bro. Because we can't be saying that everybody didn't play backwards compatible in Game Pass.
I'm not saying that everybody played it.
Hold on, let me finish.
The majority played it.
Let me finish. I'm just saying I get what you're saying, but see, they can use the same argument with you, like that we were saying about backwards compatible games and Game Pass games. Everybody didn't play them, so it's a value. We've been touting that. That's all they doing is throwing it right back at us, which they can do. So I wouldn't even argue.
Shout out to Nick, man. That's my boy.
What's adding more value?
Just being honest,
adding
man.
50 more games from EA, which is a really good third-party deal, just 15 games to PlayStation.
What games?
I'm not detracting from PlayStation Plus Collection. It's a really good value that they're adding, but clearly Game Pass has more value right now over the long term than PlayStation Plus Collection.
Why? Because there's more games.
I think PlayStation Plus Collection is definitely going to add more games in the future. That's going to be very compelling. But right now, it is.
Wait, hold on, Chris. Hold on.
Are you saying that because of the quantity?
This is my question. Are you saying? Yeah, damn. Chris took the question out of my mouth.
You have
is it because of the quantity, or is it because of the quantity?
Xbox exclusives, right? You have good third-party deals, and you have all the
Xbox exclusives. They have been shit for the last 4 years. So how is that a good deal?
I understand.
I'll say 3. I give you 3.
That's what I'm saying. But you're getting the same here with PlayStation Plus. Now with the addition of the collection, you're getting the same third party, and you're getting the top tier.
But you realize these are PlayStation 4 games, right?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying that
Xbox Series X exclusives day one.
Yeah,
I don't have to buy the game.
But the thing is, if you're talking about, if you're saying that that the Game Pass is more valuable because of quantity, well then by that logic, then PS Now is way more valuable than Game Pass.
But Game Pass has some pretty quality games inside there as well.
So does PS Now.
So it's PS Now. Majority of the games
PS Now. Why are you guys saying PS Now? You're talking about PlayStation Plus collection.
No, okay. What I'm saying is
he just brought up PS Now. Yeah.
Yeah. So no. Bring up PlayStation Now. You're not spinning that shit on me.
No, what I'm saying is the argument is that Game Pass has more value than PlayStation Plus collection because of the quantity of games. How much more?
And it's not just the quantity; it's the quality and the quantity on top of the fact
the quality definitely ain't there. Stop it. Did you see the games that they showed?
Let me find the list.
That's much more.
What's the definition of quality? What definition are we?
Remember, you guys are focused. You guys are focused solely on Xbox exclusives. There's more than just Xbox exclusives in Game Pass, right?
Right.
Yeah, on top of EA games.
We know that. We're not. That's not what I'm arguing.
So blow for blow, bar for bar, Game Pass is better.
The fact that you brought up quality, you already out of the argument. You know what I mean? Because the quality is not going to be comparable to what we just saw in the trailer of games coming to the PS Plus collection. I'm sorry, bro. God of War, Bloodborne, Persona 5 already just capitalized.
I understand those games are good games.
Uncharted.
I'm not saying they're not good games.
I have the list.
PlayStation 4.
I get Xbox.
Chris got the list. Let Chris rock.
Let me read off the list, right? This is the game that if you have PlayStation Plus on the PS5 at launch, you'll be able to download all these games at no extra charge.
Go ahead.
Right? It's God of War, 2018, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4 Thieves End, Battlefield 1, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, The Last Guardian, Ratchet & Clank, Infamous Second Son, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Detroit, Batman Arkham Knight, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Good game.
All right,
really
that list right there
PlayStation
on Game Pass.
How?
No.
These are PlayStation 4 games. These aren't even correct. These are old last gen games.
What are the Xbox games?
Smooth.
What are the game?
Xbox Series X games are launching in Game Pass.
Like what?
Like the medium. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck? No, but it's an example. It's like every game the Xbox puts out.
That shit is dog shit.
And it's third-party partners that are partnering with Xbox. They're going into Game Pass. You guys are hyping literally backwards compatible. The shit before you guys were even sure about was shitting on Xbox games for hell. I made videos about backwards compatible. See, you guys you need PlayStation Plus to get these games. Shit, those games are already going to be there on my Xbox by default. Like that, I'm just saying, just by default.
What? See, the thing is,
they're going to be there on your Xbox if you still continue to pay into.
This is the issue. This is the issue right here. This is the issue right here. I already said that I'm not speaking for myself here. I'm talking about people that don't have these games yet or what the service is offering.
Niggas, I'm not personally. Y'all brag about how much these games sell, and you telling me somebody don't have them?
It's a better service than Game Pass. When Game Pass gives me exclusive games day and date.
Question for the people that are in this podcast.
How is it a better?
Chris, hold on. This is how could the people in this podcast, Chris, Jabari, Persona, be excited for this option? You guys never played any of those games?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
I said I was excited for these.
Hold on.
I just explained it.
You again. I played majority of these games, if not all of these games, I played. I'm saying this is a great deal for someone that's going into this that have not played those games.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying the same way you guys think personally.
I don't care.
I 100% agree with you on that. We're not disagreeing on that.
This is better than new games coming into Game Pass.
But Smooth, if the games that's coming in are trash.
No.
Battletoads, right?
Nah, fuck that. Yeah. New games. So I'm talking about new games. The games that are coming out later this year, early next year. I'm just saying an example. You're hype. You're saying this is better. Fuck that. No. You're saying a collection of old PlayStation 4 games and they build into your PlayStation Plus account is better than new games coming into Game Pass. Game Pass is a wild card because every month it's a new announcement. New games come in. I can't tell you what's coming in Game Pass in fucking February. I don't know.
It's a new announcement of old games that's already been released.
That's not true. There's been several games that came out day and date of release on Game Pass.
Let me ask you the question. I know that. I'm acknowledging that. What I'm asking is, what next gen games are coming to Game Pass right now that look good?
Wow, this is such a loaded bullshit question. But every game from Microsoft, no, because every game from Xbox, I could just say, oh, I love all those CGs that they showed. All those games look good to me. They're all going in Game Pass. But I can use that.
You can't even answer that.
I can. I'm just trying. I'm trying to protect myself from the bullshit.
You can't
even
answer.
Are you talking first party?
Yeah,
you can't even answer the question of something that you're
we've seen from Microsoft don't have gameplay for like Fable.
So then how are these great games?
Everwild.
How are these great games?
We're gonna have to wait and see. We have to wait and see if those, like Crispy saying, we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see if those games are gonna be good.
We don't know nothing about Hellblade 2.
But those titles are coming.
We haven't seen anything.
That's what we know.
Yo, guys. Yo, one second. We having a good time. I just want to confirm here what Glorious War meant. With the Devil May Cry Special Edition, so the actual all the next gen updates and all that stuff, ray tracing, it will be launching with PlayStation 5, but it will come into a later date for the Series X with a downloadable patch in the post-date release.
They're withholding. They're literally withholding a patch.
Yakuza's doing the same thing though.
But I don't know how that's even possible because isn't the PlayStation 4 backwards compatible? You can just play it on the PS4.
Yes, but we're not getting the PS5
upgrade. You think that Yakuza's going to have a next gen upgrade? That game like dog shit. That game ain't having no next gen upgrade.
Pause for a minute on this one because
Microsoft is launching with the Series S upgrade. I mean Series X upgrade.
Yeah, what is that? Because Yakuza does not know.
Yakuza's got the market. Xbox got the marketing rights for Yakuza. Use your words carefully, Smooth.
No, I don't care who got the marketing rights for that ugly ass game. I'm just saying the game is fucking, when the shit launches. It launches on. There's an Xbox Series X version, but I don't think there's anything significant in terms of upgrading for that game.
How you know?
Because I looked at it. This shit looks hideous.
You watched Yakuza 7 gameplay and you thought it looked bad?
I think
it looked but guess what, Smooth? All of the gameplay
Smooth, what you smoking, God?
Are from the current gen versions.
All right, but look, I agree with Bless Red, man. This is a pretty dumb conversation. This is a prime example of a Sony fanboy versus Xbox fanboy. They don't like the other games, so
I
no
just don't
one will
understand
have
how
a good
a collection of old games is better than a service that gets
right.
Nobody's saying that we don't like Xbox games. All of us here have Game Pass, and we play the Xbox games. I'm just saying that looking at it from a value of what games is being on each service, I have Game Pass, I have PS Plus. I'm looking at this edition. In my opinion, they have better games to play than the overall Game Pass that I have been using for 2 years.
Let's get something straight here. I want to point something out before we continue this.
Exactly, in my opinion, but that's what the debate is. Opinions.
I want to put something out there. I want to put something out there before we continue this podcast. Right. Me and Barry, we've known Smooth for years, like up to, and Nick too, since like 2014. This conversation, this is not a hostile conversation, and like Barry said. We're just here. We just having conversation. Like, yeah, it may seem hostile, but that's because we all here are passionate about gaming. That's what I want the audience to understand. Also, I'm a gamer first and a PlayStation fan second. So, I play Battletoads, I play these games, and I also got Game Pass. Relax.
But you're highlighting Battletoads like everybody was really like waiting for it. Like, I mean,
nobody's happy.
It's nothing in the pipeline, but damn.
But
I'm saying,
but overall, the show, like when I watched the show, I was like, "Yo, this show is fire, amazing." But then some information started coming out. Yeah, I love the show. Then information started coming out.
It was amazing.
So, it comes out that what was it? Horizon Forbidden West, Sackboy, and Spider-Man Miles Morales are all going to be on the PlayStation 4. They're all going to be cross-generation titles. Now, what have I been saying here on Planet Xbox when the whole topic about Microsoft developing games on the Xbox One and on the Series A? What have I been saying? I've been saying that that's bullshit. That it's gonna hold back the games from its fully potential to to fully utilize the hardware and all that, right? I've been saying that this whole time, right? For the Xbox side, right?
Yeah.
I feel the same way for PlayStation. I don't know why. I'm highly disappointed that they decided to do cross-generation games after they said What was that?
Chris, let's put it simple. They straight
lied. Yeah, they lied. They lied. They definitely lied.
They lied. Yeah, after Jim Ryan said that, we're not doing cross-generation titles. Bullshit. We got 3 games that are cross-generation titles and shit like that.
We believe in generations.
So that brings my question to you guys. So why are you guys rushing to buy a PS5 then?
Don't do them like that.
No, I gotta ask only because these were the biggest games that would flood my timeline every time PS5 would be spoken
honestly,
of.
Smooth.
The same reason why you decided to still buy a Series X for Halo.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, because I don't have I can't even give you a real reason why I want to have new Xbox.
But the thing is,
there you go.
So some things came out about Demon's Souls, right? That it was gonna launch on the PC alongside with the PS5 version, and also it said something about limited to limited console exclusive, right? So people was like, "Well, it's just coming to Xbox or whatever." But no, they later cleared that up and they said that was a mistake. That is, it's going to be a PlayStation 5
which I said
only game at launch, right? At launch, I still think that this game can come to PC, but definitely not for Xbox.
It could come to PC later, but
not at launch.
Remember we was having a conversation. I was like, this has to be a mistake. It was clear because
title.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There's no way they're gonna have that as a timed exclusive to PlayStation consoles. There's no way. When your first party development studio is making the game with Bluepoint, you know what I mean? It's just dumb, and you own the IP. It's a stupid idea. And I know a lot of people was bringing up the whole MLB The Show, but it's kind of different dealing when
that's different.
You don't really own. You own that MLB The Show, that's your IP, but you're not really owning the actual content that you're creating for the game, for the players, the actual you're licensing the game off.
It's other ownership there. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's a different.
I'm sorry, bro. I just saw some screenshots of Forza Horizon 4 on the Series X, and I nearly caught a boner.
Man, that's dude.
Yeah, that shit looked glorious. Oh my god. This
is a good time for Xbox guys to like go out there and celebrate old games right now.
I don't want to hear shit.
That's all they've been saying.
You know what? You're right. This is a good time for y'all.
It's a good time right now.
That shorty put out Cindy Walker talking about, we don't care about having a massive exclusive. You can play your old shit. Perfect time to retweet that.
Yeah, and they talk about we believe in generation and shit like that. And I'm more okay, Spider-Man, I would have been disappointed no matter what, because it's also going to be on a PS4 after like they let us like this whole time, right? Like me, like and everybody else, like I was saying that these are PS5 only games. It can only be done with the power of the PS5 and stuff like that, because that's how Sony was leading off, right? Yeah. So then now it's like, this should make me look like a fool and shit like that. And Spider-Man, I would have been disappointed. But the thing is, like, I'm super shocked about is definitely Horizon. This shit coming out next year.
Man.
There's no reason that they need to bring that out on the PlayStation 4. And this whole shit that they were talking about a couple of years ago, how the PS4 CPU was limiting them to do to fly around and shit like that. Remember when they said that? Mm-hmm. So now it's like
the whole game design.
Yeah, the whole game design. So now what we're gonna be doing in Forbidden West? They added on the water segment, cool. But I was looking forward to maybe we can ride a Thunderbird or something like that. But it's now it's like what you know what I mean? The PlayStation 4 is gonna hold some of the design aspects.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
I got a question, bro. I got a couple questions, bro. A couple things. I'm sorry, because I'm sorry. The whole topic for today is going to really be about PlayStation 5. We might throw in some
trust me, Kiss Move. We know the vibes with Xbox podcast.
We don't need it to be in any order. But I'm looking at this thing. Funny. Did they not reveal the size of the? Because I was just about to ask you guys a question.
They did.
Is the question? My question. No, not that. But my thing is the PlayStation 5 standard overpriced then? Or is there something they not telling us about the digital?
The standard, you mean like the disc-based version?
The disc-based one, yeah.
Overpriced.
Okay. You're saying it's overpriced because it's $100 less?
Because it's $100 more.
I think they're taking a hit with the digital version.
That's what I was thinking.
Hold on, Smooth. We explained this to you before. They're going to take a bigger hit off the digital because they're going to be charging us $70 per game. And you can only get it on the digital.
And you make more
Damn, that shit hurt. Are you happy about that?
No, they make more money from making the from selling you games on their digital store only.
No, I get it. But why haven't they revealed the story size of the digital one?
Isn't it the same?
No,
I thought it was, but these charts, they're it's saying 2D.
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
It's
okay.
Yeah, it's the same.
I was about to say like that's kind of weird.
It's completely. The PS5. There's nothing different about them other than one has this and one doesn't. Everything the size.
They showed that.
SSD,
they showed the specs and everything.
Yeah, everything.
It's the same specs.
They showed the
Specs
manuals
is
and
the
everything.
same.
They have, yeah.
The specs is the same.
The box.
PS5 is actually 15 inches tall.
This shit's tall as fuck. Matter of fact, let me go grab a ruler. No, not a ruler. Tape measure.
Damn, you got one of those? I didn't know you was that.
It's only 4 inches taller than the Xbox Series.
That's 4 inches too tall, bro.
Hey, we gonna also have to talk about that 3080, man. You know what I mean?
Man, that shit.
I heard a lot of people was disappointed in that.
You don't want me to get into that.
Why are people? Oh no, I still got PlayStation on my mind. It's still fresh. So
yeah, save that for later.
So we got the. What do you guys think of this whole?
Smooth the builder.
And so we got Xbox releasing Tuesday on the 10th, and you got PlayStation 2 days later. This is the closest any two consoles has launched together since the Wii and the PlayStation 3. So I think they were on the same weekend.
You brought that up in that video. Steve.
Yeah, you peeped my history, right? And I didn't even look that shit up. That's straight memory. Like,
yo, you know what's the good part though about this though? Real talk, no fanboy. I'm gonna leave the fanboy shit alone for a second.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great week. That's to watch people unbox. Gamers are gonna be happy that week, yo. I mean, you have Xbox dudes gonna be unboxing their joints. I'm gonna be watching y'all unboxing joints. I'm gonna be mad for like good 3 days, a little bit. You know what I mean? And then right when Thursday hit, you know what I mean? Everybody gonna be unboxing. It's gonna be a good week, man.
You're gonna see little kids crying and mad because their parents got them an Xbox instead of the PlayStation. It's gonna be a fun week, man. It's gonna be a fun week.
Buy their little kid a Series S.
Mom, so here's the thing. It's weird. It's weird, right? Because you got PlayStation is launching later than the Xbox, but they got their pre-orders out before the Xbox. Should Xbox, other than like sales, but should Xbox feel a type of way, or should they move like kind of unlock their pre-orders early because of this? Because this is like it's a lot of buzz.
These websites are already.
You know what? No, you know what's smooth? This is what I'm gonna tell you. Cause you remember our bet, right? The reason why I base my bet on Xbox launching the 13th is because when Yakuza Like a Dragon was coming out, it was coming out on the 13th. Yep. They said that game was launching with Series X. I feel that Xbox found out about PlayStation's release date and they moved it up to the Tuesday. Because consoles never release on a Tuesday, bro. They moved it up. And I think PlayStation was like, oh, we was going to launch on a Wednesday. I mean, on the Friday. Let's move it up a day. Because that's a weird day too. Like a Thursday is a weird day.
Is weird.
You know what I mean?
Tuesday, Thursday.
They played little mind games with each other there. But I'm pretty sure that Xbox is going to launch that 13th because they said that game was launching with the Xbox. That's what the date is coming out on the PS4. They already had the release date and they changed the release date just so they can launch with the Xbox. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, Smoke. I'm back.
Yeah, no. My question was for you guys. Like, anybody think that Xbox should to like bask in some of the like the hype of like the pre-order? Because PlayStation's pre-orders technically tomorrow, but obviously people are able. The stores broke that rule, and people are be able to do it now. And Xbox, we can't do it until was it Wednesday or Tuesday?
The 22nd.
The 22nd. I forgot what day that lands on, but
they're gonna break that rule.
It's a Tuesday.
Be like a early.
The 22nd.
I agree, Nick. They're gonna push that up.
Because these retail stores, they're dying for customers, dog. Like this pandemic kind of cut a lot of people. So they're gonna be breaking that rule too. It's not,
Yeah, I can see the pre-orders. Like I can see the pre-orders for Xbox going up like Friday.
Yep.
They should. They should. I mean, and it'll be nice because let PlayStation sell out and let the pre-orders be disabled. And you
they
know,
both gonna sell out.
No, they're gonna. I mean, I feel like they're gonna sell out, but like this PlayStation thing, you kind of get the indication of what's going to happen based off what's happening today. Like I've been clicking checkout on my Best Buy cart for the last fucking hour and nothing's going on.
Wait, Best Buy have it up?
Yeah, they've been had it up for like an hour and I can't. I'm at checkout and I can't check out. Like,
did you try GameStop yet?
GameStop, I'm forced to buy $600. I don't know if are they going to charge me immediately?
No, GameStop doesn't charge you immediately.
Well, I'm waiting for that.
They charge you when it ships. Yeah, I'm waiting. Really? Technically, I'm waiting for the confirmation.
All right, if it charges me when I ship it, I'm gonna just go ahead and pre-order one from GameStop because I didn't want to spend $678 for it though.
I thought it was gonna charge you when that email confirmation hit, but I guess someone said it didn't. But
I didn't get the email confirmation from GameStop yet, so
yeah. Target charges you right away. Best Buy is gonna charge you right away. Walmart, that junk went down.
Walmart is done.
Yeah, Walmart's done, but Best Buy.
Yeah, I can't even add it to the damn Best Buy cart. Damn,
it's in my cart. Just can't check out.
Yeah, I'm gonna just probably walk up. I'm gonna just drive over to GameStop first thing in the morning, and when they open at like 10 or 11. And try
that's better than anything because before with Target, they wasn't even letting you add it to the cart. It was like, no, this is not available.
Yeah, it's saying it's unavailable for me. I can't even add the digital version.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
Super chats here. Give me 1 second. Make sure I didn't miss.
All right,
we got
Best Buy. 1 second. Best Buy got the physical edition open up for pre-order right now. Digital sold out though.
Yeah, digital sold out. Right now. It was like I don't want to buy it. Let me see if I'll just go ahead. You said they're gonna charge me right away.
Nah, Best Buy doesn't charge right away.
All right,
they should.
All right, so.
Oh yeah, you can pre-order the physical from Best Buy.
I can. All right, I gotta drop that digital edition.
I think they don't charge right away. I don't know. I forget.
We'll find out. Well, I earned a lot of points from that fucking CX, so let's see what happens.
I already got 2 pre-ordered, man. I ain't about to pre-order a third, man. Getting out of hand, bro.
Y'all niggas is
getting out of hand.
All right.
Man.
You got another super chat?
Nuckin says Nuckin Uchiha 1 says $5. Got my pre-order at Target. All right. Black Baron, shout out to Baron. He says Sony completely lied out their asses about PS5 and copied everything Microsoft is doing with Series X. Everyone owes Smooth an apology. Yo, shout out to Baron. I gotta get you on the show soon, man.
Hey, yo,
shout out to
Baron, teeth, boy.
Shout out to Baron.
You over here buying $60 Mario emulators.
Hey, yo, even when he typing, he loud. Damn.
Yeah. Alex,
brush your teeth, Baron.
My boy Alex PSX says for $5. Smooth, I ordered at GameStop in store. You might have to go tonight. Might be so. No, we're on COVID hours here in Jersey, so the store the GameStop's closed early.
And they open later too.
Yeah, they open at 12.
It's like they do like a midday. It kind of sucks. So I did see a line on my way home from work because obviously this stuff the show ended at like 5, maybe almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
By the time I got back in town, I was driving by the GameStop. I was contemplating joining in, but they said the pre-orders were tomorrow. But I was like, damn, there's a couple people lined up outside this GameStop for what came out, and I'm like, maybe they broke the PlayStation 5 pre-order date.
Oh, you didn't watch the event?
I had to watch snippets of it from work, so I was sneaking. I literally watched the whole entire thing. I got to get, like, for example, I seen I watched the opening with Final Fantasy. I saw the Miles Morales gameplay. I kind of like ignored the Call of Duty gameplay and stuff like that. I watched the Demon Souls, and then I was able to see them reveal the price and release date, and then Jim Ryan do his closing statements. So I think the only thing I really missed was more like a majority of the
God of War 2.
Gameplay. No, I saw the God of War.
Is there anybody in here like not getting a PlayStation 5? Like I'm not getting it. It had PS4 games. I'm good. I can hold over.
Bro, if I still had my PS4 Pro, I wouldn't be trying to pre-order one right now. It would have been a whatever buy. It would have been.
If I'm not able to secure a pre-order, honestly, so
well, Smooth, you sold your Spider-Man PS4 to GameStop?
Nah, I sold it to somebody on Facebook Marketplace, dude. So like, it was Weapon Wheel, and I had a good feeling that we are gonna get these pre-orders. Like, let me get my money now because GameStop only want to give me $170 for it. I'm gonna make more than that. So I sold it for more than that. I sold it for like $200, and so now I have no PlayStation.
You should have waited because they usually do a bonus if you traded in towards the console.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm not.
Chris, you ain't pre-order yet, Chris. There's a link right here, Best Buy. You can pre-order it.
Nah, I'm gonna go to GameStop tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to GameStop. Like I said, if I can't, it is what it is. Like I want my Series X. Because here's the thing: I plan on getting the Series X. I plan on getting the Series S. I plan on getting both of them bad boys, and if I can get a PlayStation, I will get a PlayStation. I would like to have one.
The fact that you're prioritizing, why are you prioritizing the Series S?
Because I'm prioritizing the Series S for 2 reasons. Because I might get 2 of those bad boys if I don't give my Xbox One X to my son. If I don't give my Xbox One X to my son, then I got to give him a Series S. So that's what determines if I get 2 of them. But
let's be honest, Move.
Yeah,
you're not going to give your son the Xbox One X. You're going to find an excuse to buy a Series S, and you're going to give him that.
No. Because I almost traded my Switch Lite to someone for an Xbox One all digital. But I decided probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to either give him my One X or buy the Series S. But the reason why I personally want a Series S, because I'm playing I might not even stream anymore. But here's the thing: my Series X is getting hooked up to the TV. My Series S is gonna be for streaming only, and I'll hook that up into the monitor because I don't have like a monitor that's like fully capable to take full advantage of like a Series X. So I don't mind streaming games through a Series S because I don't need like all that shabash, and I'll just use the Series S for just streaming, and then when I'm playing and enjoying games, I'm gonna be playing on the TV on the Series X. So that's why the Series S became a contender.
Yeah, you got the C10. The C10 can fully leverage the Series X.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Oh, Oddworld is a launch title as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I do give PlayStation that, regardless if they're cross platform or going with PC, they do have games. They do have a lot of games at launch, and I feel like this is PlayStation's like best launch lineup like ever. Because I don't know if
this is their best launch lineup ever.
Yeah, so
I
will agree with that. I will agree with that.
It was gonna be a lot better too with if Deathloop and Kenna didn't get delayed.
Facts,
it was gonna be a lot better.
Facts. Well, it's still in the launch window though. But
yeah, it's still in the launch window. Even though I'm surprised that Deathloop is going to Q2 2021. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's like
Q2 as well as summer.
That's like summer.
Yeah, that's like spring at the end of spring.
Late spring, early summer.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, but I'm happy it's all over, dude. I'm happy that it's all over. We got these release dates. We got this pricing. It is.
Were you shocked about the price?
Yeah, I was.
Because I like I said, I didn't think there will be a PlayStation 5 console at under $400. And technically, BG should have won the bet, but he backed out.
Nah, you both would have. Nobody would have won.
And yeah, nobody would have won. Nobody would have won this bet. Okay, so. Yeah, it's like I was surprised, and because it's 3, that's why the PlayStation that's been in my cart is this freaking $400 one, and that's the one I want the most. I don't want it's like I want the $500 one because so I can buy this because I own like maybe 3 games digital: Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, and The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, and I own The Last of Us Part 1, so I got about 4 games digital that I own. So I just felt skeptical. Like going digital with PlayStation. The only reason why I own those other games digital is because they came out during COVID. Like I wasn't like, I'm not going to order a game and wait for it to get shipped to me. And then, I was like kind of punkish for like the last 6 months. Knowing that
I can ask you a silly question. I know you guys probably don't care about this, but what do you guys feel about the actual box of the PlayStation 5 and the X and the
thing sexy?
Premium packaging.
Premium.
You got the 8K, 4K on there. I got 4K 120.
Oh, you talking about the box?
That's digital. Yeah,
like the box.
Okay. To be real with you guys, I mean, I think it's cool, but I still think I think the Xbox took the packaging.
What?
The Xbox. I like the Xbox.
I like
Series
the black
X
one.
The Xbox Series X packaging, and I like the digital packaging. The black one looks sleek.
Yeah, the digital.
Yeah, the PlayStation. All right. That's fair. That's fair. I do like the digitals packing. That black in the black packaging. I just had a tab. Where was I looking at it? I was looking at it somewhere. GameSpot. There we go. Because they're giving you yeah. So this is. It look kind of dope coming home with this box. I'm curious to see how big this box is going to be, though.
It's going to be tall. I can tell you that it's going to be tall. It's going to be a tall box, not like a big box, but tall. Not like fat. I mean, but tall.
Yeah, it's going to be tall, but it weighs less than the Series X. They dropped the weight. So
yeah,
it weighs less.
Well, both of them weigh less, or just one?
I think both of them weigh less than the Series X.
I can say that. I can see that only because the even though the Series X is compact.
No, I can't confirm that. The digital is under 4 kilograms, so it's 3.9, and the physical is 4.5.
Okay, but yeah, that's But I'm happy that it's freaking over. We got dates. We somewhat got pre-orders. I mean, some people do, some people don't. And this is the first time Xbox and PlayStation is literally like last gen. They were maybe a week or 2 weeks apart. I think a week apart. And now they're in the same freaking week. It's like I do.
It'll be a good week, man.
It's going to be a good week, yo. One thing I could just imagine, I would love to see or wish I could. It probably won't happen because I don't think it's that real. But see, PlayStation and Xbox dudes fighting for real in the middle of GameStops and Best Buys. Going to get their shit.
This is a direct battle because both of these consoles are coming out within 2 days apart.
So you talking about like when the weekend comes when people trying to go get the consoles? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yes, the fact that the consoles are released in 2 days within 2 days of each other, man, that's gonna be a crazy week.
Yeah, I'm taking that Thursday and Friday off, bruh.
I already got that Thursday and Friday off, man.
I ain't think about that.
Yeah, and one thing I'm happy about. This is another small thing, but it's vital to me because with the PS4 they promoted this product, but it didn't come with it, the stand. But this is going to have the stand, the base. So I think that's cool that they included that in there.
Yeah,
they had to.
The only thing though, I'm struggling, and this is obviously, I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally looking at. See, if I was still going to be playing my Xbox Series X on my desk, I wouldn't have a problem with placement because my desk is plenty big. But the TV, I'm looking at. Damn, should I consider a new TV stand, or should I mount a shelf on the wall to sit the Series X and the PlayStation 5 on?
Nah,
let's get the cables. Route the cables. I don't know. Do you have space?
Yeah,
don't
dude, because I don't even want to lay.
I was gonna say, I don't think you want to sit that on a shelf.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can probably fit the PlayStation on its side inside the entertainment system, but it's gonna look odd as hell. But like, see, I feel like the way that these consoles were made, the Series X and the PlayStation 5, like I felt like they were meant to stand up. They look better standing up, and they're meant to stand out. I don't want to hide and tuck it away. I want to, and that's why I was like, I don't have like the room to display them.
This man.
The way I want to. That's why I was content. Like, hey, I was gonna play on monitors, but if I play on my monitors, they're not gonna give me. I'm not gonna. Be able to
there are some new monitors coming out. So Acer just recently announced a 4K 144 hertz monitor with HDMI 2.1, but the price on that's gonna be pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think somebody quoted like $899 for it.
Yeah, because I know LG has one, but LG doesn't have HDMI 2.1, so that one's more targeted towards PC gamers with DisplayPort.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see the back of the PlayStation?
Yeah. I only saw it in the video. Is there a still shot of it available?
I put up a still shot.
I seen one on
put up a still shot.
Yo, this dude in the chat said dudes got to cough at each other to get that pre-order.
Oh, that's messed up.
I'm just glad that they put 2 USB ports in the back, man.
Yes, and they high-speed USBs too, man. I mean,
I did notice that with the back is that I didn't see I was expecting the back to also kind of be like Xbox where it has like that NVMe drive slot.
No,
I think it's the top.
It's internal. You gotta take the top off and put it inside there. They have a slot.
But even if you want an external, if you want to do like external storage,
externals are not going to work over USB because USB isn't going to provide the speeds.
Yeah. Call me. What's your Twitter? Call me Jay. Call me Jay. Is your Twitter?
No,
his name is Dope is Jay.
Dope is Jay.
Dope boy Jay.
My bad. I said Dope boy Jay.
He said, "Call me Jay."
Jay. Oh man.
Call me Jay. Somebody different.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to use the full NVMe slot to get the speeds, or else you're not going to be able to play your games,
so
PS5 games off of it. You can play PS4 games off it, but not PS5.
No, but I'm wondering if there's going to be an extra slot to put an external in there if you pop the top off, or if you're going to have to remove the actual.
Yeah, so Mark Cerny said that there's another NVMe slot in there.
It is okay.
Looking at the picture of the back, I have it on my Twitter. There's like this little
slot. Said it, huh?
It's like this little slot thing. I don't know what it is. It probably look like is what you put in to open up the console, something like that.
Yeah, you have to open up the console and then you have to put the NVMe drive. It has to be a supported Gen 4 NVMe drive. You can't just put any SSD in there. It's not going to work.
I know that. I know that. But the back just looks so simplistic. I'm just like, where
you're probably gonna have to take off one of the white the one with the white panels on the console to get inside there.
Yeah, it looks like those panels can easily be taken off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just take off one of those white panels, you get inside there, and just put your NVMe drive in there. They have to cut up the
back. The back is really so simple. Even the power plug, bro. I was expecting it to be bigger, a 3-prong, but it's a 2. I'm like, what?
Yeah, just say he think you can access it from the bottom like the PS3.
Now, do you
2
guys
slots?
Damn, I had a question. I forgot it. Ah, man.
From the heart, smooth, man.
Shit. Are you guys are you pre-ordering it to be shipped to you guys, or are you guys going somewhere to pick it up? Like,
I'm not trying to do that whole picking up.
I like that. I know doing a
we live in a post-COVID society, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, really bad.
I'm going to get it shipped, but once I get this email, I can see. I'm gonna definitely when it comes closer, I'm gonna see if I can pick it up. I would like for it to be shipped. We'll see. Because even if the whole pandemic is still going through, you're still not going to get the console early. Like, PS4 woke up like 7:00, and the store opened up at like 8, and I got it, kept it moving. You know what I mean? I was home by 8:30.
Yeah.
You know what I realized too? I just realized something. November 12th, the console comes out. November 11th is Veterans Day, so we actually might not get the console till that Friday. Because they don't do shipments. They don't push shipments on Veterans Day.
GameStop guarantees it though that you will get the shipment. With a Target, Target
whatever they want.
Target tells me they already told me it's like, yo, you might not.
I just got the order confirmation email from GameStop. Let's go! I got 2 PlayStations on lock. Let's go! I'm hype.
My phone just buzzed too.
I'm hype. Let's go.
How many Xboxes you got, yo? Pre-order.
I only got one. Oh, you talking about Xbox Series X or S's? Oh no, I'm not pre-ordering that. I got a PC.
You got. Oh, come on, bro. You don't like that PC. You know that shit.
Yeah, but the games are better played.
Y'all do not fuck with PC. And
I know it. PC gamers are weirdos.
Get that $300.
Yeah, where we was playing all them games at, Nick? When you saying on PC?
Yo, y'all niggas had problems though.
Nah, it's better now though. Like I got shit situated. Plus, I might get that 3090 low key.
That just app, because when I tried to play on PC, like that Xbox app, yo, like that shit is garbage.
Man. It's trash, but if you just
it's in beta.
If you use the Game Pass,
it's coming out of the beta now.
Yeah,
I know everybody says it's garbage. It works fine for me.
It is garbage because it's so layered where
it's too much going on.
You're not inviting through the app. You're inviting through the actual game bar.
Yeah, I had to help them niggas out with inviting niggas.
Use the game bar to chat, and then you just use the Xbox app to download your games and run your games. That's it. It's 2 separate things.
All right, so what's the thing about the 3080 that people are not happy with? What's going on?
Oh yeah, so all these dumbasses, right? Now we probably have some of those dumbasses inside the chat as well. It doesn't perform that much better in 1080p and 1440p. And it was like, these cards are targeted for 4K. You're gonna see the most performance scale in 4K. You're bottlenecking your games at 1080p and 1440p. And if anybody's been paying attention, a lot of people who had inside information about this months ago has been saying the same thing. Like, these are intentionally made for 4K, and it's gonna scale with 4K. Like, the current cards that you have currently, they're gonna work perfectly fine for 1080p and 1440p, but if you're buying anything above a 70 series card for 1080p, that doesn't make any sense in my opinion. Unless you're an esports gamer, you need those extra frames.
How many extra frames?
I don't even know. Like these people be gaming at 240 hertz and stuff like that for like Fortnite, CS. So like that's understandable. But if you're not playing those kind of games competitively and you're just a casual gamer, then anything past the 70 series cards at 1080p and 1440p makes no sense.
So when they benchmark is the only time you really see people push their PCs to the limit.
Yeah,
from what I see in here,
it's worst case scenario because they're running their games at max settings.
Yeah, because most of the time I see PC dudes, they running their shit at 1440p at 100 and whatever, and they comfortable with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I run out 1440p 144 hertz right now on my 2070 Super, and every game I play runs fine.
Yeah, I hear about this whole thing with Spider-Man.
What's up?
About okay, so the Miles Morales. Okay, so Miles Morales is gonna be standalone for $50.
Yeah, there's an Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, then there's an Ultimate Edition for $70, which includes the I think the Game of the Year Spider-Man version, but it'll be like upgraded to the PS5 version. But now I can't confirm this, but somebody said that.
Nah, it's on the list. I saw it.
If you have Spider-Man on the PS4, right? You won't get the PS5 upgrade unless you buy the Ultimate Edition for Miles Morales.
Damn.
Nah, we need explanation on that.
Nah, I don't think that's true because the whole
makes sense. Because what about the PlayStation collectibles collection?
The whole cross-gen things, they saying that it's a free upgrade. So how would Spider-Man wouldn't be a free upgrade to a PS5 version with that?
I don't know. That's what I gotta. That's what I said. I can't confirm that, but that's what some people were saying.
It don't make no sense putting that, because how you gonna have Horizon, Miles Morales get a free upgrade, but Spider-Man actual game don't get the free upgrade? Let's use common sense.
And they slow with their information, so I wouldn't jump on it. I would take Chris' advice and wait and see. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure. Not only that, but Insomniac is really good about good about speaking up and letting folks know what it is and what it ain't. So I would give them till like tomorrow to really address some things if they start seeing stuff get out of hand. I would wait for Insomniac to confirm.
That's what I was saying.
When Spider-Man was announced for PS5 the first time, and people were asking their Twitter accounts to come to PS4, Dave was on the no tip. So,
well, I think because they contractually they probably couldn't say anything at the moment because PlayStation hadn't said anything.
When do you think like the media will start getting their hands on it? When do you think the media is gonna get their hands on it? And when does these things start showing up in our like GameStops, Walmarts, and Best Buys to try out?
I think by next week we're gonna start seeing like
oh man, it's so close. It's so close. It's like Christmas.
The advertisers are gonna see in stores. We're not gonna see any actual comp like October.
At 4:58 p.m. I told my boss that I want November 10th through November 10th and 11th off, and I'm already off on the 12th and the 13th.
You had to amend that.
Real talk, I might take the week of the 16th off, man. I really want to be on some like hardcore shit.
Yo, to get to know you gotta get to know your console. You know what I mean? You gotta sit down with it.
Yeah, the 2 days I got off ain't enough, man.
Yeah, I might take until like the Thursday to the Wednesday off.
Yeah, like a midweek time.
It's gonna be cold outside. You ain't trying to go outside.
Hold on, what day is Call of Duty coming out? Is it
the 13th? That Friday. COD comes out that Friday.
Shit, it's gonna be lit on a new console.
And Alpha starts this weekend. I'm hyped for that, man.
Yo, Nick, you want to get some wins?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some wins, man. I'm trying.
You got to come to PlayStation if you're trying to win. You got to come to PlayStation.
Hey, it's gonna be crossplay, so they really don't.
That's what I'm saying.
The Alpha,
it's exclusive.
The Alpha.
So I can't play. I got rid of my PlayStation.
Damn
smooth.
We jumped the gun on that one.
With y'all on that one.
Oh yeah, no doubt, definitely for sure.
Oh yeah, the Alpha. I forgot it's coming this Friday.
Oh yeah, that's getting streamed for sure.
And what else came out of that show today that I'm trying to say that might have went under the radar? I'm just trying to think.
Nothing. It was just the
December release date. It's strange because PlayStation being such a worldwide company and they're loved and beloved all over Europe. How come Europe and they sold the most in Europe? So what's going on with that? Why
it's literally only a week apart.
Yeah, but it's like
it's not a big deal.
But Europe is their biggest customer base.
Nah, but it's really not into like I don't know. It's just they maybe that's how they wanted to handle the. What? This shit comes out on the 12th, and then it comes out on the 19th. The rest of the world. It's like if this was like a month apart or like 2 months apart, then yeah, you have some. It's literally only a week apart.
Well, what does a week do? That's why I'm like, why?
It's logistics. It's all about the logistics. You know, whenever things can get shipped out and when the expectation of when they will arrive at the destinations.
Also, they want to guarantee the shipments.
Quick update, guys. If you're trying to pre-order through Best Buy, I'm trying to continue my payment option. It says Sony PlayStation 5 is no longer available for shipping.
Damn.
That's a GG for me, boys.
You could probably still be able to pick it up.
Yeah, no, store pickup isn't available either.
Oh, that means that the console sold out.
Sold out.
That's what that means.
Damn.
You might be lucky if you go out to GameStop.
Is it a wrap for us?
Nah, they said that Jim Ryan said there's going to be more pre-orders tomorrow and later within a week.
Tomorrow?
I mean, closer. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. No. Sorry. Closer to launch, there'll be consoles for people.
More available shipments to come out. So
one thing too, that you're also going to have the PlayStation invitation pre-orders.
I'm signed up for that too. So
yeah, bye Switch. I'm trading that bitch in.
I'm selling mine.
I got rid of mine already.
And you selling the Switch, bro? Yeah, I can't do that. As much as they had a bad year for me this year, I can't do that.
I ain't gonna be looking at that shit after looking at 4K.
You know why I sold mine?
You crazy?
I'll get the Switch when the new Switch comes out. That's when I get another.
I sold mine because I'm playing Shadow of War on XCloud, bro. And XCloud is actually, you know.
Oh yeah, it launched yesterday.
Really good.
Wow, I'm sorry. Because the thing is, here's the thing. I have XCloud. I haven't tried it since the official launch because I have it on a tablet.
Way better.
I want a new tablet stand so I can play it comfortably. I need that's what I'm gonna try to invest in, but. Because like I said, I was ready to I don't mind actually getting rid of my One X early because I have XCloud and I have PC to actually just in case.
The Smooth, real talk. You supposed to be getting these things as an influencer for free too, man. Where's your?
I didn't get that. Microsoft is not gonna send me a care package.
Your attitude, bro. You got to change your attitude.
I gotta change my attitude.
Saying change who you are, but the way I be coming at these Bloomberg writers and
you got it.
I gotta. Here's the thing, right? I don't know what I gotta do, but I gotta I have to. Yeah, I have to do some self-reflecting. I have to get my white collar on and Nah,
don't change who you are, but you approach people, you got to change your approach, bro. Your approach.
Yeah, I was saying this on when I had you on for my interview, bro. Sometimes you trolling and you're the best bot and you got to uphold this specific persona, right. No pun intended. But sometimes Smooth, I'd be like, Smooth, what's good, bro? You going OD. You got to dial it back just a tad bit, man. Just a tad, man. Real shit. No fan. All real shit. No console water.
Fuck that. Give your honest opinion. Fuck trying to show for these companies. They ain't looking out for you. We look out for ourselves. That's it. You tell how it is.
Sometimes
you can tell it how it is.
You gotta tell how it is. You gotta be respectful and everything. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm saying
when there's bullshit, there's bullshit.
The thing is bullshit is bullshit, but it's about how you convey the bullshit. You feel me? You can still say the same things, but it be said in a manner that comes off a little bit more presentable on the for someone that's reading or watching this stuff. Is what I'm saying. I mean,
spoiling The Last of Us Part 2, Smooth is not.
That was fucked up.
I didn't spoil the game, bro. I didn't spoil that. I still don't believe that.
Why y'all ain't get at Melon Matt for actually retweeting this nigga though? Nobody said
Melon is the one that told me that Kid Smooth spoiled it.
What are you talking about? They went out with Melon Matt. They came after Melon.
Ain't nobody come after Melon Matt like they
watch the podcast. They all came after Melon Matt.
Well, on Twitter, podcast, YouTube, everybody was coming at Smooth. Nobody came at Melon. And Smooth offered to play this dude 1v1 too.
Nah, but I saw Smooth before. I didn't even see Mellow Matt retweet it. I saw Smooth tweet on it.
Well, that's
guys, quick question though. What is the real talk? I'm not even trying to troll here. I'm asking a legit question. What is the Xbox Series X, Series S launch lineup?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. Well, are you talking about from a first party or just in general?
Oh, overall.
All right. So it's pretty much you have the medium Gears Tactics, Destiny 2, Beyond Light, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Yakuza Like a Dragon. What else? Technically, Gears 5, Forza Horizon, and Sea of Thieves are all being.
Oh, come on, bro! Stop.
They all have a next gen version. They all have a next gen version.
Other than Yakuza 7, that lineup trash.
It's not trash. It's just it ain't worth saying
because trash.
No, I don't care. I'm playing Assassin's Creed at 60 frames per second, dude. That's all.
Well, we still got a week to go.
I don't know that they didn't mention it, but if they do, good. They didn't mention it.
Ass Creed, bro. Ass Creed.
That shit finna be dope.
It look bad out there. I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta be honest out here.
Oh, Scorned. Is Scorn launching?
Scorn?
No, that's like
what about the other game? What about Corvus?
Corvus is like an early 2021 game.
Oh, I think Ascent is launching.
The Ascent, I believe, is also launching. Yeah,
that is.
That's the game. Y'all
need to start showing.
Somebody asks you that, Smooth, trust me, believe me on this. Just say Yakuza Like a Dragon and the Ascent, and you're gonna be good. That's it. You're gonna be good.
Yeah, the Ascent looks dope.
That Valhalla looking all right though.
Nah,
Valhalla still don't look good to me, man. I'm sorry.
I seen when I seen the combat when them motherfucker was chopping heads off. That joint looked crazy.
Xbox Series X and PS5, like them shits is 2 days apart. So any of the third parties that's like launchy with either consoles, I mean, it's pretty much launching on the other console as well.
No, I know because with Assassin's Creed, it still says the 19th on it. For PS4, I don't know. Maybe it changed. I don't know. You probably right.
What about Legions though? Nobody talking about this game. I think I'm gonna like that better than
you talking about that $60 DLC?
Nah, I'm talking about Watch Dogs.
Watch the Watch Dogs 2 DLC.
Crazy. Don't talk about it.
Actually, no, it's not even the DLC. That's the Watch Dogs 2 mod.
But that's coming out in October though. I'm talking about like when you buy the console.
Oh yeah,
games are actually launching on the day off the console as well.
This who said 3080 new mining card. What are you mining? Mining isn't as profitable as it was back like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I ain't even thinking about that 3080.
Do they got pre-orders for the 3080? Do they got pre-orders? Are they sold out?
2 days or a day.
Doesn't they come out like one of those cards tomorrow? Yeah.
3080 comes out tomorrow.
The 3080 releases tomorrow? Oh shit.
So you can go and buy
reviews. Yeah, reviews are already out right now. Yeah, launches tomorrow.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I mean, I've had an an amazing week. You know, the LA Clippers got bounced out in the playoffs, and PlayStation lied. Like, just to see how PlayStation guys.
At the end of the day, we still gonna be having more games to play than for Xbox. So at the end of the day, when reality sets in, it's still an L.
And better looking games and
better
stuff like
games,
that.
Really?
But the whole thing. Okay, so let's get one thing clear.
Yep.
The games that are coming to PS4 and PS5 is Miles Morales, Sackboy, and Horizon Forbidden West. Ratchet & Clank is PS5 only. Demon Souls is PS5 only. Returnal, all those other games, right? Because they didn't even mention
Returnal. Who knows when that shit is coming out?
No, but they would have mentioned that shit too, alongside with Sackboy and Horizon Forbidden West.
Is God of War Ragnarok coming to PS4?
They haven't said it. I hope not. If that shit comes to PS4, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yes, I'll be.
Why are you gonna be pissed, bro? I want to know.
Because I already said that I believe that the current generation hardware will limit the development as far as gameplay design to be fully utilized with the next generation hardware.
Yeah, but we don't. That ain't gonna stop the game from being good. I don't understand.
Here's the thing.
They say that devs make games for the minimum spec anyway. So that's what.
Nah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've always said that cross generation, like there's still gonna be cross generation games that are like really good. Like Horizon is still gonna be amazing game and stuff like that. It's just like I'm disappointed because this whole time I've been talking about PS5 only games, and you know what I mean. This shit is impossible to run on PS4 and stuff like that. But then the whole time it's like, nah, this shit's coming out on the PS4 as well.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you. We need more innovative games to utilize the most powerful hardware that they can use, especially for console exclusives. But the fact that you have people that say we need to do that and then flip-flop and say that they agree with the developers about the whole Series S situation, about how the Series S is going to hold back games, makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
There's people that flip-flop about that. They be like, our old hardware isn't going to compromise design because they develop for the minimum spec, but then at the same time, they will say the Series S is going to hold back everything because the developers say so.
Yeah.
So Dope Boy, so now
all that shit's gonna hold it
so
back.
we should expect those same developers that were saying that to come out and say that they upset about what's going on now with the
because
they ain't saying nothing.
Developers, but hold on, but some of those third-party developers like Resident Evil 8, like they canceled that shit on the PS4 and the Xbox, so they're not gonna be complaining.
That's not what I'm talking about.
He's not talking about those developers.
Yeah,
what developers you talking about?
The ones that came out and said that what was it? The guy that developed the 2D platformer that was 8-bit, I think.
Yeah, 8-bit platformer.
Yeah, that everybody was taunting about. It was him and somebody else. But then
but then another indie dev came out and said that wasn't. So it's like when that guy, that indie guy, started saying the stuff about the Series S, everybody was saying, well, he doesn't have a dev kit, right? And he came out and said he doesn't have a dev kit. Right, but then some other guy, I think his name was like Galvin Stevens or whatever, who's a developer, is talking about that the Series S won't hold back next generation development. But nobody asked him if he had a dev kit because he didn't have a dev kit. But everybody was taking him because he had.
Don't forget the DICE developer.
Right? Yeah, DICE. The guy from Doom.
Well, the DICE developer was defending the Series S though.
Hey, that's pretty good because he knows what he's talking about. I can understand the concerns that certain developers will have about the Series S, but to come out here and act like it's all doom and gloom and how this is really gonna hold back games significantly is a damn lie. It makes no sense.
Dog shit. Series S is trash. That shit gonna hold back games.
Hey man, it's all good. I don't have an issue with it, even with the PlayStation games. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Like,
this is gonna be fire.
But people was talking about game design and things being held back. But those same guys were saying that they glad that Horizon didn't have co-op. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get these people. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So as far as game design, you never know which direction the design is gonna go.
Until they come out and say it.
Consumers. So I don't really like. As long as the game is good, I'm good with it. Because I'm a Horizon fan, so
Yeah, Horizon was dope.
Yeah, that shit was best game. New IP of the whole generation. New IP.
Yeah, we do know about the other games because if Ratchet and Clank was also coming to the PS4, they would have said Ratchet and Clank as included. You know what I mean? And those other games that are also coming out within the launch window, they specifically named those 3 games. If there's going to be more that also going to be developed on the PS4 and the PS5, they would have already said it in the in that blog. Now my whole thing is, what is God of War going to do? You know what I mean?
PlayStation started sending out the pre-order invitation emails.
Yeah,
so they're real.
I'm waiting to see if I got.
Rockman on to something. The devs just wanted to be easy.
Yo, where you got that information from, Persona?
Twitter Wario.
And they out here like that.
Yo, I was actually listening. I seen a couple of those tweets from them developers, and they was like, "It's gonna be more work. It's gonna be more work." Then when I seen the guy from DICE come out and was like, "Yo, we good," like, you know what I mean? It's all good.
Guy from DICE, the guy from Borderlands.
But here's the thing. So you have devs saying 2 different things. Which one do you believe?
No, what I'm saying is ultimately they were really just complaining because it's going to be more work. Now, for the people that love crunch and have no problem with crunch, I don't understand why they not seeing this and be like, "Yo, just do your job." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what they say about crunch.
I guess the developers would have rather prefer like them just having to work on the PS5 and the Series X. Both of these consoles are spec high, right? And then you coming out with another console that's spec lower, so they're gonna have to, yeah, like you said, put more work and maneuver around things and stuff like that. It's just creating more work for them and shit like that.
I'll tell these devs to shut their damn mouth, costing me some
the
money.
anime rapper, like, hold up, dog. It's not. I'm not saying that devs are lazy. All I'm saying is the ones that are complaining. If you look at like everything they saying, it's always ending with more work. So I mean, like,
but if you, not only that, it's like you also got to take into account is like.
I think it's more unnecessary work that they're more angry about.
Which console?
I mean, it's only unnecessary is definitely subjective.
Like, which console are they going to develop for first? Now, see, since Sony has a lot of deals with third parties, and since PS5 is going to be like the #1 seller and whatever, you're going to have a lot of third party developers that's going to develop for the PlayStation 5 first, and then you know, port it over to the Series S and the Series X. So in theory, right, the Series X should be able to run multiplats better than the PS5, but that might not always be the case. You know what I mean? You might have certain situations was because it was built on the PS5 first. There might be some like not issues, but there might be, you know, it's not going to be as.
It's a game by game basis. It's also with the engines as well, how engines scale. We know that certain games have engines that don't run properly on all hardware. You know,
so I wouldn't assume that every single multiplat that's on the PS4 and the Xbox Series S is just gonna run automatically better on the Series X. In theory, it should, but that might not be the case depending on which console they decide to develop for first.
Hey, all I gotta say is these guys been bitching all generation about current gen hardware, right? Cool. We got new hardware. You got the spec out, right? The underlying architecture of the Xbox Series S is the same as Series X, but they just have a cut down GPU. Same storage and everything. That's it. So I don't get what the issue is, honestly.
Yes, there is backwards compatibility with the PS5. Jim Ryan just came out and said that 99.9. Somebody in the chat.
Jeez.
Yo,
memory.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say in the chat?
He asks if there's backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 5. Yes, there is with PS4.
Yo, Jim Ryan the man, dog. Yeah. He the man.
Nah, Jim Ryan's on my shit list right now.
It's on everybody's shit list.
Jim Spencer or Phil Ryan.
He said Jim Spencer. Oh, man. He went back on them words.
Yeah, he went back and totally flip-flop, man. Totally flip-flop.
Yo, my man said, yo, they shouldn't be mad. Yo, I was like, what?
They tripping.
Here's his quote real quick. Let me pull this quote up by Jim Ryan. He on some cocky shit right here, bro.
Get him.
This man said, was the person that the Washington Post is like, you guys announced that, you know, you confirmed PlayStation 5 exclusives. Horizon, Forbidden West, Spider-Man, Miles Morales aren't exclusives at all to PlayStation 5. They're both releasing PlayStation 4 versions, which made irate a few Sony fans who took to heart Sony's comment to next-gen development. That belief is that developing games across generations stifles creativity and hampers the technology ambitions of the game, since it has to cater to an audience with a less powerful machine. Mm-hmm. Jim Ryan quote, "No one should be disappointed," said Jim Ryan. The PlayStation 5 version of those games are built from the ground up to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 feature set, and we have an upgrade path for PS4 users to get a PlayStation 5 version for free. So yeah, that's what I'm. Whatever. It's about people having choice. I'm really quite pleased about the situation. You just did a whole flip flop, man. You Phil Spencer with us, man.
Yeah,
that's a very Phil Spencer situation. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all.
But guys,
we gotta get Phil out of there, man, because he's his toxic things.
But then Jack Trenton say he's not worried about online. Look at where we at now.
They're feeding us stuff. What did you say earlier, Persona, on the show? You said on Speak from the Heart, you said they're eating up the goop. What was it?
I forgot.
The slouch or something like that. You said that they're eating up the goop, some shit like that. I forgot what you said. That shit was funny.
I don't know, man, but all I know is that
they even had Ryan McCaffrey out here talking about I drank the cross generational Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they had people second guessing themselves because in reality, at its core, man, there should be generational exclusives. And you sold us on this, man.
Hey, Smooth.
I think
sold us on
this.
Yo, Smooth. You getting Final Fantasy 16 on the Xbox Series X?
I'm not getting any Final Fantasy game. I don't play Final Fantasy.
You can't. You can't.
He said you can't.
You mad?
You mad, Smooth? You mad?
Hey, Smooth, are you gonna be playing Spider-Man on Series X with an Avengers?
They really coming at you now. Smooth.
I'm not buying Avengers until the Series.
You're not
X
buying
or PS5
Avengers? You're gonna play Spider-Man on Xbox?
No, he's gonna play it on PC when he gets his 3080.
No, I play.
I can't play Spider-Man.
I stopped buying games until the next gen came out. Like I'm not doing it.
Oh, so you're treating it like the entire gen in general? Nice.
Your Xbox got this man playing King Kong.
King Kong is lit.
Yeah,
King Kong is lit.
Yo, when I seen you play that, I was like, I don't remember this shit looking like this because I played it when it first came.
Yeah, you thought it looked dope, right?
Like, ooh. Yeah,
all I know, I logged on YouTube. I saw Kid Smooth streaming King Kong. I said, bruh, I'm about to take my subscription off of Kid Smooth channel, man. Yeah.
Oh man.
One thing we forgot to. Earlier this morning before event, there was not a tweet, but a statement put out by one of the Microsoft reps talking about how they don't need a big launch title, to sell, to have.
Use the context, bro. Use the context. Don't just say that.
Go ahead, explain it. Go ahead, explain it.
I'm gonna find the tweet myself because I posted it on my page.
And a lot of Xbox dudes, right? K Mega, Tick, and all them stuff. They were upset about it.
They were upset, but I think they were upset because somebody said something that Phil Spencer said it, and that was wrong. But this is what had happened. I got it right now. It says somebody from their marketing department says having Halo at our launch would have been tremendous, but we are not reliant on massive exclusive titles to drive console adoption.
Who said that?
Walker said, our players will have thousands of games from 4 generations of Xbox available to play on launch day. Now, what are you supposed to say if you're being asked about Halo Infinite? I'm just saying. Like, you got a console to sell, right? Yeah, it would have been dope to have it, but they still want to give a reason to sell the console. And one of the reasons is, well, you do have a bunch of games. You don't have to worry about, what games to buy, You do have thousands of games available on. But so there's no wrong way. There's no wrong. What do you want them to say?
Don't say nothing. Don't do the interview.
That's a trash. You know what? You know why they shouldn't say
don't do the interview. That's what I'm going to say. They do too many interviews to begin with.
They say this quote now, and then by next week, Phil Spencer is going to come out completely flip-flop.
So he did say it.
No, but that's not Phil Spencer's quote. It's Walker. Somebody from.
No, I know, but I'm saying he's going to come out and clean it up.
No, but it doesn't matter though because the question.
Phil Spencer didn't say it?
No, he didn't. So this is it's not. Xbox nobody said anything wrong. They're being questioned about their launch lineup and selling the console, right? And Halo obviously was the biggest glaring hope.
I thought that Phil said this.
No, Phil Spencer didn't say that.
No, Phil didn't say that.
So why everybody running around?
Because that's what they want you to believe. It's like,
so who is Walker? Like
Walker is somebody that works for in the Xbox and
cleaning up the
tables. So you agree that Xbox doesn't need a big launch game?
Dude, like,
why
are you doing
Chris.
that? You're not.
No.
I'm trying to bring logic into the situation. They're being asked about obviously Halo Infinite and then launching the console without it. Of course they're going to give an answer. Okay, yeah, we don't have Halo, but we do have this. That's going to be anybody would say that if they have another alternative.
That's a badass answer. You should.
What are you?
That's the thing. He shouldn't have allowed himself to be.
But why?
Why are you doing the interview? That's my question.
He should have pulled a politician and just ducked and dodged the question.
I don't agree that you don't need. I'm just saying, but there was nothing. He didn't say anything false. They have to sell their console.
Anything good. He didn't say anything that big.
He didn't say anything bad.
He didn't say anything that big ups next gen either.
What I'm saying, Smooth, is that they should have listed actual games that's coming out, not saying that you can play your old shit.
Yeah, they could have easily said like, all right, so they could have easily said,
we got the media,
yeah, it's sad that Xbox, Halo had to be delayed or whatever. We're working very hard to get Halo at the rate of what it should be, blah blah blah, and we're also working on other next gen titles like Fable, blah blah blah, XYZ. Like it could have been a much cleaner answer to where it reassures fans that they hear the fans' complaints. And they're pushing to strive and be better.
Yeah, you're right though. You're right, Persona. But who is Walker though? Like, who is this guy?
I don't know who the fuck he is. That's not
a defense. It's just nothing wrong with what they said. They didn't. It's like it's not even. They're not even saying what you're saying. He said. They're just like they're pretty much talking about the situation that they're in right now for this fall. Like what are they're not going to.
So Walker is a YouTuber. So hold on, he just a YouTuber, dog.
Awesome. No, I think Cindy Walker is somebody that is in charge of like the game stuff, right?
Yeah, it's somebody who works at
what third party?
This is a Microsoft Xbox rep, Cindy Walker. I think they're in charge of like.
Is that chick?
No, that's not Sarah Bond. It's not Sarah Bond. No, that's Sarah Bond.
Oh, Sarah Bond, right?
Okay.
She cute.
Look it up.
I mean, at the end of the day, they need more media training because. You could have spun up that answer to actually big up, even if it ain't true. You could have spun that answer to big up the next console.
Not really good at PR
and shit like that.
She's the senior director of Xbox platform marketing.
There you go.
How are you a director of marketing? You can't spin your answer like that.
Oh, that's the chick. Is that the same chick? The reason why they showed the Hellblade at the awards?
I'm not sure.
If it is, I don't know. Maybe she a hit and miss.
This is the same girl. This is the same girl that told Phil Spencer to reveal a console during the VGAs.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Well, that was a good move, though. That was a good move.
Hold on. Yeah, she got promoted to that job. That senior director.
Oh, that's her. I remember that story.
If you're trying to talk, we can't hear you. I see the mic glowing.
Yeah, I see it moving, but I don't.
That's just my control. I'm just waiting.
Oh, okay.
I mean. I don't know what we have to talk about here.
Sony collaborating.
Well, you missed the 3080.
Neither Sony or Microsoft has given anybody a reason to buy their new consoles.
Vaughn, actually, I need you to sit there and talk about because obviously, you watched the show. I think you was. I don't know.
Yeah, but hold on. But before Bon goes there,
I just need him to go.
No, hold on. But before Bon goes, I'm just gonna say there is one reason, and it is Demon Souls coming at launch.
Bob better choose his words wisely before his shins get kicked in. But go ahead, Bob.
Oh shit.
So your reason for buying a console is to play a remake of an old ass game.
Did you see the trailer for Demon Souls?
Yes, I saw.
Okay, shit. They completely added new mechanics, new animations. You can now vault over objects, which wasn't. Game.
Big deal! It's
what I mean?
Demon Souls.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't play Demon Souls, Bon.
Did you play Demon Souls?
Yes, I played Demon Souls.
Okay,
and
then.
I happily.
I'll reiterate what I said. Your main thing of buying a new console is to play a game you've already beaten before.
A remake of one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Games. Yep.
That's crazy to me.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem.
Oh, I know.
Yo, Bond, what's your thoughts on
Chris? Let me ask Chris. Hold on. Let me keep it in there just for the Bond argument
because look at the remake.
Hold on, Chris. I'm gonna ask you the same question for the Xbox. If they did a remake for Fable 1 at the launch of the Xbox, would it still be a reason to buy it for you?
No, because I have a PC.
See, that's happening, but you don't have a PC that can run Fable remake one.
And you know what I have if I want to play Demon Souls
on an SSD.
Look, here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep the same energy. I don't think there's a reason to own an Xbox. Because they did all this cross-generational stuff, because you can play the games on PC, and because they're coming out with a $300 box, that means you don't even have to upgrade your current PC to play what Microsoft is offering, especially because most of what Microsoft's games they make aren't demanding at all. Outside of Flight Simulator, nothing Microsoft makes is demanding.
Gears 5 is demanding. No,
it's not. That. It's not demanding at all. It's a good looking game, but it's not demanding.
What's the I'm not gonna say what is it? Recommended?
You want recommended and you want all minimum?
All right, so
I'll give you both right now.
Yeah, Go
ahead, give him to him so I can
I got you. Yeah, I got
you.
I
just want
to 1 second.
Be a little bit more diligent in
it. Minimum, right? You need an FX 6000 or i3 Skylake, right?
Yeah.
And Radeon R9 2080 and GeForce 760. Now, do you want to hear the recommended?
Well, the CPU clock speeds is what we need to
recommended is a Ryzen 3 or an i5 Skylake, 8 gigs of RAM, an RX 570, a GeForce GTX 970, or a 1660 Ti.
Exactly, because I have a 1070, and that game never dropped 1 frame. Period.
Yep. And that's recommended to have the most enjoyable experience. Minimum, nobody's gaming that minimum.
So, like I said,
Gears. Look up YouTube videos on minimum. It's bad.
Outside of Flight Simulator, the game's not demanding. Now,
so a 970 is
keeping the same energy. Right. There's no reason to own a PS5. Now, look, you could get better versions on a PS5, correct? We all know this.
Yeah.
But is it really worth it for you to go out there and spend $400 to $500 to play a game that you can play on your PS4 currently right now? No, it's not. That makes no sense.
No, but later on down the line, you're gonna get your
the Xbox could have games too. But we're talking about
like I said, like Ratchet and Clank. That's not coming to PS4. You know what I mean? You still got Demon Souls.
Shit, we don't even know yet. But I'm saying, like, look.
Nah,
so I don't agree with that statement, Juan, because there's plenty of PC gamers that will want to upgrade right now to the.
No. That's exactly the exact opposite. Because here's what a PC gamer is going to do. Because here's what I would do. If I wanted to play, let's say, Horizon or Miles Morales, you know what I would do? I would just borrow a PlayStation 4 and play it. Why
you can't do this borrowing thing?
Why the fuck would I go out or because most PC gamers have a PlayStation, I would just buy it on the PS4. Why would I go out right now and spend $400 to $500 on a new system when I could play these games on the old system when we got brand new 30 series cards out? That makes absolutely no sense.
Why go buy the 30 series?
Right, that's
play games on the 2080 Ti.
Right, you can still play on the 2080.
Why do that?
No.
Or 970, as you say.
You're saying if you are a PC gamer primarily, why wouldn't you upgrade? Because a PC gamer is always going to upgrade their PC before a console. That's fact.
That doesn't answer the question.
You're not really answering.
I'm answering the question. So
you said before a console, but why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you upgrade the console?
Why am I going to upgrade for 2 games that are playable currently on the old console?
Why are you going to upgrade to a 30 series when you can still play games over 60 frames on a 2080 Ti?
Because a PC gamer will upgrade their PC before going to buy a console.
That doesn't answer the question. I'm not giving him that because that doesn't answer the question of why upgrade. Why upgrade if your 2080 Ti can still play games above 60 frames?
PC gamers do.
Okay, so then I'll use that same answer of PlayStation.
There you go.
Consoles.
He got him.
I'll use the same thing with consoles.
Persona about to get him. Go ahead, get him. What you about to do?
There's no immediate point to getting a new console.
There's no immediate point in getting a new graphics card either.
There isn't. But my point is this: given the choice of both, the PC gamer is going to upgrade the GPU, not buy a new console to play old ass games.
But none of the games that are coming out on console are old games.
I'm sorry?
None of the games coming out on next-gen consoles are old games.
Horizon is going to be out on PS4. Old-ass game.
No, that's not an old game.
An old game is a game that is presently out. And then
Bob been on this podcast.
What are you talking about?
That's a reach, Bond.
Yeah, that was a reach.
What are you talking about?
It's not a reach. Because you say, oh, I don't need to buy a new Xbox because I can play the Xbox games on my PC or my current Xbox because they're making the games available on the old systems. Same logic applies to PlayStation. You don't need a PS5 if you can play the games on the PS4.
That doesn't make the game an old game. Miles Morales releasing this holiday is not an old game. That's a brand new game to PlayStation 4 and a brand new game to PlayStation 5. It does not
make Microsoft's new games old games either, but it's the same point. You do not need to buy the new hardware.
You don't need to buy a new graphics card either.
But you do. Yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
Which is the whole point. Nobody needs to buy any hardware.
So then, why do people go out and buy it? Because they want to.
Exactly.
Because they want better.
Yeah, exactly.
They want better.
And you know what? And that's the funny thing, because that's something that PC gamers do. They go out and buy better hardware. That is not something console gamers have ever done. Console gamers have always bought new systems to play newer games that were on newer hardware. Now you're buying new hardware to play the same damn game on old hardware
and new games.
A few of those games, but not all of those
playing
games.
New games as well.
Well, so we could say the Xbox is getting new games later down the line too, but we're talking about right now.
But
y'all went out and you're trying to pre-order a machine to play games you can play on the PS4.
And PC gamers are going out to pre-order graphics cards to play CSGO that's been out for 10 plus years.
Oh, stop. Nobody's getting a 30 series card
or to play CSGO. Fortnite or to play Dota or to play whatever. Warcraft.
Do you have
people are still playing the same PC gamers have been playing the same games for decades.
Do you game on PC?
Casually.
What's your graphics card?
Oh no, I got a gaming laptop. I'm not.
What's your graphics card or gaming laptop?
1070.
You sound completely stupid to go out and spend $500, $600, $700 on a new card to play CS:GO or Fortnite.
People do it.
No, they don't.
That's what I've been telling you.
You know every PC gamer?
Who does? Name me one.
You name someone that doesn't do it.
Oh, myself. Kid Smooth.
I can tell you, all these people in the chat, all these people on Discord don't do that just to play those old games.
I need you to name me somebody who's going to spend $700 on a graphics card to play CS:GO and Fortnite.
So what is the graphics cards?
Oh no, it's Alex.
No. If you bring up the point, the burden.
Oh no, it's Alex. Oh no, it's Alex.
Oh no, Alex is not upgrading.
He said he was gonna upgrade.
Yeah, he said.
I believe he says he's not upgrading. That's from the latest I've heard. He's not upgrading.
No, I think he's waiting on like the super.
There you go. He's waiting. He's not upgrading. And believe me, with his current card, it's 3 to 4 years old. It's probably time for him to upgrade. But nobody is upgrading their computer for the sole purpose to play Fortnite and CS:GO. Stop.
Competitive players will.
People were playing. I was playing Counter-Strike. I remember Counter-Strike back in the day, LAN parties on 8 megabyte and 32 megabyte GPUs. You need to stop this bullshit. Unless somebody wants to buy one of those 320 hertz monitors and they're a professional gamer, they are not buying a 30 series card for the
some people will buy it because they just like new technology.
Yeah, that's the same people that are going to end up buying the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox.
I mean,
yeah,
they're gonna buy it anyway. They're still gonna buy it. That's the point. It's gonna get bought.
There's gonna be
people are gonna go out and buy the Xbox.
You're not making any argument to buy the PlayStation 5.
But then you have games like Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank that are gonna be within the launch window, right?
Correct. But you said you're going to buy PS5 for a PS3 game. That's basically what you told me.
For a remake of a PS3
game. A remake, though.
Yeah, a graphical remake with a couple new gameplay features.
More than just a graphical remake.
New gameplay features, new gameplay mechanics, and also, but guess what, Bond? I never played Demon Souls at 60 frames.
It's the same damn game.
But it's going to be completely. Did you watch the trailer, Bond?
$500 on the same damn game.
There's people buying Mario 3D collection.
Yeah, okay, so you want to put yourself into the same category as them? Go for it.
Bond, did you watch that Demon Souls trailer today?
Yeah, it's the same damn game.
It's not the same.
Look, y'all can't sit up here and bash these Xbox guys and then become the same exact hypocrites about it. You can't.
Oh no, I called out PlayStation on the bullshit. It's been called out. No one's defending that.
You weren't here earlier when I was saying how it was complete bullshit, how Jim Ryan lied about not doing cross-generation games, how I feel like the PS4 is going to hold back games like Horizon Forbidden West. The same shit I've been saying about Xbox. So I kept the same energy. I've called out PlayStation today, and I said they're on that bullshit. And a lot of things that they're doing. Yeah,
hey, Vaughn, I have a question for you. What do you think about PlayStation?
Hold on one second. Let me answer some of these questions. These idiots like, oh my god, Demon Souls looks amazing. It's still the same game though. And he's called new animations. Let me finish what I'm saying. They're calling me a PC boomer. Okay. PC gamers, they'll play old games like you guys said. So again, nobody's spending $500 as a PC gamer to play an old ass game. It's just not how it works. But continue your point so I can answer.
What do you think about PlayStation Plus Collection?
Trash.
Why is that trash?
Because all these services are trash. Look,
it's pretty much a humble bundle.
Yeah, we want it is. What console gaming has always been is buying new machines to buy new games.
Facts.
That are not on old hardware.
Now
y'all getting finessed and letting Sony tickle your balls and play with your assholes into you buying new systems to play games that are on old systems. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but not all those games. That's what I'm saying. Not all those games are going to be. Some of them
are you really excited? Actually, let me get to this.
If you want a better performance, if you want the better graphical detail, you're going to
upgrade this list right here because I had it up.
I just DM'd you the list just now.
No, I feel like this is what I wanted to say. I feel like if a PC gamer would take his money and update his graphics card just for a better look, then he shouldn't have a problem with updating his console.
And you know what
to get a better look at the game. I just don't.
Your old games only uses a console for exclusives.
Yeah, but the thing is with your point, you're highlighting that we're upgrading to buy a PlayStation 5 to play old games. But that's the same concept that PC. What new games are you playing? You're playing old shit.
Right.
Look, consoles have generations. PC does not. You're completely missing the point.
There's a cutoff point.
Buying N64 to play Super Mario World.
No, because you just call
64.
You just call games like Spider-Man.
Let me go down this list of games. Right, Final Fantasy 6. This is me as a PC gamer. Right, Final Fantasy 16 is coming to PC. Irrelevant. Miles Morales gonna be on PS4. Irrelevant. Hogwarts, who gives a fuck? Call of Duty, PC. Resident Evil: The Village, that's good. That's a game that is not on last generation consoles. But I'm on PC gamer, guess what I'm playing? PC.
PS5.
Nobody cares about Oddworld. Nobody gives a fuck about Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not too knowledgeable on Deathloop. Who gives a fuck about Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Deathloop is a PS5 and PC only.
Oh. Yo, let me kill this whole argument with this.
This is ridiculous.
We really arguing. PlayStation 4 sold 100 and what? 10
12 million.
Yeah, everybody.
112. How many of those million? Let's just say 4 million of those was probably PC guys. So, like, really, what are we really
more than 4 million of those?
So, how many? Give me a rough number. Just give me a number.
We don't know, but so many people.
Give me a rough number of how many PC gamers bought a PlayStation.
No, but obviously,
it's a pure guess.
Nah, you can really guess it.
No, okay, there's no way to know.
What's the number? You tell me.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, so God of War sold 10 million, right? Yeah, about 10 million, 12.
I don't want sold more than 10 million. That's brilliant. But go ahead.
Okay, well, let's say 15. I'm gonna say 15.
Hear this hamster logic. How they're going to deduce?
No, okay. So if it sold 15 million, how many of those were PC gamers that bought a PlayStation 4 just to play it? Like, you really can't. It's not hard to find. You said they only buy console for exclusives, so look at the exclusive numbers.
Okay, so
that's all you need to look at. None of those exclusives passed 15. So all I'm saying is they're going to lose out on how many millions?
That is the most hamster dumbass logic.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking you a question. I mean, what are we looking at?
So how many PC gamers on a Switch?
Probably the same amount.
There's
like,
no
I'm not even like.
There's no way to know.
There's no concrete evidence. Look, a PC gamer could
still
buy.
Don't matter, even if they was the whole 15 million.
A console for Madden. A PC gamer could be buying a console to play Destiny with his friends. A PC gamer could be buying a console to play fighting games on. A PC gamer could be buying a console because their kid wants
fighting games are on all fighting games are on PC. So
no, they're not
that's
on
crazy.
Not all fighting games are on PC. Anyway,
Well, not the most selling ones are. Like, what are you talking
There's
about?
no way to know, but the only thing that we do know is console isn't going anywhere. Consoles are still going
We
to
know
be selling
this.
like crazy.
We
You
know
know what I
this.
mean? So it's like there's still going to be people still going to be picking up these consoles rather than
We know this. We know they're going to pick. Nobody's disputing that. I'm just finding it laughable. You're willing to part. You're hyped to spend. You're not. How are you guys not disappointed?
Because y'all the minimum, like y'all don't buy more consoles than the casual. Like it doesn't matter. Like
you were not disappointed. You were not disappointed with this whole
yes,
showcase?
but before you jumped in here, we were all expressing how we were disappointed.
No, I wasn't disappointed with the showcase.
Okay, he's not disappointed. So explain your position.
I am disappointed with the Switch as far as they sold a lot of people on PlayStation 5 for next gen exclusives, where they talked about taking advantage of the hardware and game design and all that stuff, and then now they switched up and says that we still have to cater to PS4 gamers and you can upgrade for whatever you want.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed with that.
You know what else they did? They're going to charge you. Those games are going to be 50 and 60 on PS4, but 70 on PS5.
I'm not upset at that.
Isn't that funny? So you know what's even funny about that? Let's just say I don't upgrade to a 3080. I keep my 1070. And let's say Smooth gets a 3080. And we both want to buy a PC game. Guess how much that PC game costs for both of us? The same amount. They don't charge me a lower cost compared to somebody that owns a 3080. But no, you that buy the PS5 version of these games, you're going to get that $10, $20 in your ass tax. That's for damn sure.
I'm not upset about the $7.
Why would I expect you to be upset over something logical and pro-consumer?
No, it's logical that these games obviously is going to become more demanding as you go further on. People was expecting this price hike for this generation or later in the what you call it, selling generation.
So let me ask you a question.
Price hike was coming.
How come PC games don't by default at their regular retail price cost more than console games? Despite looking better.
They know with PC gamers, if you're upset with the pricing, what you're going to do. You're going to pirate.
Okay. So
you also buy games to begin with.
The games might go up.
So you're about to accept that.
Here we go.
Gamers don't buy games to begin with.
On PC, you have multiple storefronts that you can get a game from where people selling stolen
keys and all this other bullshit.
The retail
Pirate Bay and all this bullshit.
Pirate Bay.
Fuck out of here.
How come console games?
Fuck out of here.
How come console games aren't cheaper or PC games aren't more expensive? Because
y'all don't buy games.
Damn.
Y'all don't buy games. Damn, that's the simplest way to put it. Y'all don't buy games. Y'all do not buy games.
Master Chief Collection sold 3 million copies in like a week and a half.
And
shut up, dumbass.
Y'all don't buy games.
A game
so Master Chief Collection, the old game, that's good to you.
So City Skylines came out and sold 500,000 in 2 days. Sold 3 million in the first year.
How many people on PC?
Oh, here we go with the dumbass question.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're going down that route.
Here's a better question. How many more games are on PC compared to consoles?
It's a lot more.
Exactly.
Way more. Way more.
There you go. So your dumbass arguing about. See, here's the thing. You're literally trying to defend.
I'm not, bro. We're not defending. No, okay. Wait, Bond. Stop. Okay, all jokes aside, what PlayStation has done the flip flop. No,
I'm sorry.
That's not. Nobody's defending that. The flip flop.
We're not damaged. We're not damaged.
The flip flop.
I'm starting to lose people. Can you guys hear me? The connection's getting kind of shitty.
I don't know what happened.
No, did we break Discord?
How much is Death Stranding on Steam right now?
Y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What,
how much is Death Stranding on Steam right now?
Like $50, $40, $50?
No, it's $59.99. Despite Kojima is saying this is the real version of the game. This is the game that has all the real graphical options, the ultra, all this. So why isn't it more than the console version because of all of its graphical fidelity? Why isn't it $70, $80, $90? Because you're saying that the PS5 versions are $70 because they look better.
Yeah, I mean, because these companies they want a price hike. I mean, we're gonna get screwed for these price hikes.
Yeah, like, and you're gonna accept it.
All right, before Discord kicks us out, we gotta get ready to close this episode out, man.
We trying to say, Smooth, you wasn't having fun with the convo?
No, the convo is dope. I mean, I love the convo, but I ain't trying to be here for 3 hours. And then Discord keeps
you got a lot of console dick riders in the radio.
It's gonna be an amazing week, dude. The tweets came out after the showcase. I'm pretty sure the rest of the week, going into next week, we're gonna get more and more information and more podcasts is gonna brew up, more videos. I mean, people got content for weeks after today, so I appreciate you guys coming through and blessing the podcast with your excitement and with your hype. But
with the realness, because we ain't damage controlling.
I have one question before we get out of here. Does anybody know how old Blessed Red is?
Blessed Red is 36.
I think no, he's not. I think he's in his like mid-20s.
Yo, Blessed Red is my age? That's crazy.
No, I think he's in his mid-20s. Or like 22, 23. I think.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. How old are you?
Why you say that, Brian?
Type that. He's 24. Born in 3D gamers. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking all this shit.
Oh, man.
Wait, 23? Oh, damn. Blessed was born in like 98?
Damn.
No, that's 95.
95? Oh, okay.
He was
96.
He wasn't even out of the womb when the PlayStation 1 came out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
But listen, overall, it was a good showing. Yeah, we're not damage controlling, and we're not defending the fact that PlayStation completely flip-flopped on cross-generation games and stuff like that.
So how was it overall a good showing then?
Because the games that they showed look good, and the gameplay.
Huh? What game?
Demon Souls, Spider-Man. They showed a bunch of games. Resident Evil.
You're talking about games you can buy on older hardware. Okay.
Yo, Chris, I have an issue though. How come they didn't show me no more Bugsnax gameplay? Because that's my most.
They showed it at State of the Play.
They showed it like 3 times.
This event. No, they were supposed to show it at this event, bro. No. I was really looking forward to it. I need more in-depth gameplay.
They showed Final Fantasy 16. They showed a whole bunch of games at the show.
No,
a whole bunch
man.
Of good,
I needed more Bugsnax gameplay.
Gameplay games.
I'm buying that, yo. I'm buying that game.
That's what I'm saying. Bugsnax. Day one. Yo, first of all, you the one of the leaders of the PlayStation Nation. You're not getting Bugsnax.
Nah, y'all can keep the leadership. I'm good. I'm not getting that game.
You trying to send that to PlayStation now?
PlayStation now? Yeah, that shit gonna be on PS Plus.
Nah, they can keep that. They can put that on Game Pass, bro. We good.
Game Pass. Nah, that's PlayStation Now, father.
We good, bro. Well, I know what I am getting: that Spider-Man, Miles Morales, that Call of Duty, that Demon Souls, that Destruction All Stars, that Sat Boy Big Adventure. You know, that's what I am getting.
All them shit's coming day one.
You know what I'm waiting for?
That Pathless.
That Fat Princess, man.
Oh, chill.
I love Fat Princess, by the way.
That's my shit, though.
Tell me that's a joke and waiting for Fat Princess.
Yo, the original Fat Princess on PS3 was lit. That jump was lit. Multiplayer game, the capture the flag kind of thing.
Look, I know you Sony guys are starved for anything multiplayer, but Fat Princess, really?
No, ain't nobody starving for no multiplayer.
Fat Princess on PS3 was dope as hell. It was kind of like capture the flag, but you got to capture the princess and bring them over to that jump was fire, bro.
I was not into no Fat Princess.
Yo, even the Vita version and the
PlayStation All Stars.
We gotta have a talk on who you let on this podcast after this.
Oh, you gotta talk to Chris.
Man, look at the games you play though, Bar. Like, stop playing.
Like what? You got a problem with Yakuza?
Yo, y'all sleeping on that Fat Princess.
Not Yakuza.
You got a problem with The Legend of Heroes?
They don't play. That's niche, Von. They don't play that.
Yeah, we don't play all.
They don't play those.
We don't read books.
God tier games.
Yeah.
Stick to your casual games.
All right, guys. Definitely appreciate everybody coming through. The chat. I think we hit like 230 earlier in the stream. Let us know if you missed this live. Come back on the on-demand replay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm off the next couple of days, so I'll be throwing up some videos and whatnot once I further. You
trying to play some Halo?
Probably, but I'm actually, my Xbox is hooked up to the TV. I'm going to test out the CX before the Series X go there.
Yeah.
I want to. I gotta go back and actually rewatch this thing in 4K to see how amazing these cross generation games will be looking. But
fire.
But I definitely appreciate. Shout out to everybody who was able to secure their PS5 pre-order, because they did something they said they wouldn't fucking do. They would give us a heads up. They didn't, pretty much, because people are having problems now. So, but if you got your pre-order, shout out to you. And we'll see what everything looks like tomorrow. And Xbox.
All right, let me say something. There are literally like hundreds upon thousands of Japanese RPGs that are turn-based, right? So whenever we get a JRPG that has action style, right? It's like these fools. They don't know how to expand their horizon. They don't have variety and taste of their gaming and stuff like that. Final Fantasy 16 being an action game, what's wrong with that when there's a whole bunch of other JRPGs that you can play that's turn-based? You know what I mean?
You want to know what's wrong with that? The same thing that was wrong with Final Fantasy 15. There was no dynamic in the party. It was just too many dicks. There were too many cornball.
Right, but we don't know how Final Fantasy 16 is going to be like.
There are too many cornball jabronis that didn't have.
I agree. Like you had the emo cast, right? You had the boy band and stuff like that. But with this is also directed by the same director who literally saved Final Fantasy 14, a Realm Reborn and stuff like that. So there's literally thousands of JRPG games that are turn based. Final Fantasy decides to have action gameplay from the 13 other games or whatever that was turn based, and people complain about it being action because people don't have diversity in their taste.
It's not even about diversity. People don't want a hack and slash action adventure game for a Final Fantasy game. They want an RPG where they're controlling and navigating the story of multiple characters.
Right, but turn-based games don't sell
RPGs don't need to be
games.
First of all, not all RPGs are turn-based. You can take Mass Effect, for example.
I know, but I'm talking about JRPGs specifically because what is the highest selling turn-based JRPG game?
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. That's literally like the only one. You know what I mean? It's like
no, Dragon Quest sells a lot too.
How much did Dragon Quest? How much did Dragon Quest?
Persona sells a lot.
Dragon Quest is definitely over 5 million easily.
That's total for the franchise.
Okay, so we're talking about Final Fantasy, a big AAA game.
Hold on.
They want this game to sell 10 million. A turn-based game.
Hold on, I need to rewind. Did you just say Dragon Quest has only sold over 5 million in its entire franchise?
No, I'm trying to say that. I'm not saying that it probably sold 5 million. I'm saying that Dragon Quest as a franchise,
exactly.
It's sold, but not individual games. Dragon Quest doesn't sell like that. Outside of Japan, it does not sell like that.
Persona 5 sells 3 million. Dragon Quest sold 5 million. If a Final Fantasy game sold 5 million, that's a flop. They don't want that shit to sell no 5 million or 3 million. They want that shit to sell 10 million or more.
All right, so you want the game to appeal to a wider audience and compromise what your franchise is about.
Exactly. I'm right, though. At the end of the day, Dragon Quest XI has sold more than 5.5 million copies. Boom.
Right, but what I'm saying for a big AAA, what I'm saying for a franchise like Final Fantasy, Square wants that game to sell 10 million and above. So they make the appeal wider to the audience by making it more action.
Okay. So in other words, they're going to compromise the entirety of Final Fantasy to sell more copies.
No, because every Final Fantasy game has been completely different, right? They all had like turn-based or whatever, but they had different types of turn-based. So now they evolved. Like you could say the same thing about like Final Fantasy 15, right? A lot of people didn't like Final Fantasy 15 or whatever, but that game sold like 10 million. You know what I mean?
Bro,
so
how we get
on this
on the outro?
My bad, man.
Yo, Nick.
Yo,
say your closing so I can get.
I just want to say, man, like everybody go and check out XCloud, man. It is pretty good, so far.
Cloud gaming with Game Pass Ultimate, it's officially out.
Yeah, and shout out to the personnel and Jay Barry. You know what I mean? I can't wait to Call of Duty come out and I link up with them. But yeah, see y'all on the next one.
All right, Dope Boy.
Everybody have a good night. Everybody enjoy your gaming. If you weren't able to secure your PS5 tonight, don't worry. There's going to be more available shipments for pre-orders down the line, so don't be pressed about it. To all you 3080 owners who are intended on getting it, yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you guys in like 2 months.
Why?
Because there's most likely going to be refreshers with more VRAM.
Okay, so
there's already benchmarks showing that 10 gigabytes of VRAM isn't enough right now at 4K.
That was my next question. I was gonna say, is more than 10 even needed at 4K?
Yeah, it is. Especially for the games that tend to come out the next 2 years, you're gonna need more than 10.
Link me those benchmarks.
4K assets being low up to your VRAM, you're gonna need more than 10.
Link me those benchmarks. I'm curious.
I got you. I'm gonna send you a video right now.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
Make sure you play some new games on that.
Man, make sure you play games that are on PS4 on that.
I'm playing both, sir. Thank you.
Or on PS3.
Man, Persona Jabari, shoot your shots.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the invite, Chris. Because Kiss Move, he can't DM me for some strange reason.
No, bro, I forgot. I didn't even know that the date it happened that way. So Chris said, like, hey, this is gonna be the same day as the PlayStation event. As soon as he hit me in the DM, I was like, sure, because I didn't add 2 and 2 together. Like,
yeah, he did say I seen that.
It's a rice move, man. You still my guy, man. But appreciate the invite, man. It was definitely fun. Chopping it up with you guys. Regardless of what you say, I will have my PS5 day one, and I'll be streaming that shit day one. You know what I mean? You know the vibe. Let's go, baby.
What you gonna be streaming it at? What did they talk about the streaming?
Oh yeah, they need to confirm that. I need that.
Oh man,
60 frames. Well, you can always stream in 60 frames on PS4, but the resolution a little higher.
At that point, I mean, damn. I mean, you got an AverMedia card?
Nah, I do Elgato, man.
Nah. AverMedia has you pass through everything. Like, I don't want to give up my fidelity just to stream. So,
nah, I watch a lot of y'all streams, and I be seeing some crazy shit, man. I never had an issue with Elgato, but thanks for the invite, guys. Appreciate it.
Nice time, Persona, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the invite, man. It was fun being here. Good conversation. Shout out to Smooth. Shout out to the whole Planet Xbox panel. Shout out to the chat. It was good chopping up with you guys, man. Y'all be safe. And PS5 day one.
All right. Everybody get to shoot their shot. Black Bond.
Enjoy your RAM, Smooth. Add it to my line of credit.
Speaking of that, is it the one? What kind is it?
I can link it to you on Newegg. I gotta find it. Give me a second.
Yeah, shout out to Black Bond and Smooth for making up.
Trident Z.
Yeah. That last shit.
Yo, Bond was like, like a little bitch. Sound like a little bitch.
And who else did we? Chris, well, you turned your outro into a damn topic about JRPG.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Everybody have a good one.
Thank everybody for watching. Episode 28. We'll see you guys next week on episode 29. I think by then we should have our Series X pre-orders in. Other than that, man, I'm ready for next gen.
One more thing, Smooth. One more thing.
What's up?
You gonna clap back at them dudes that made that song about you, man?
Oh yeah, that's
now that Jay Barry and them here.
By the way, I got something. I think I found a way I want to do this, but we will see in the next.
I don't rap.
24.
Yeah, I'm not no rapper.
Yeah, I know y'all not. I was just
Nick, I'll just say this: I got something coming out. It'll either be out tomorrow or be out Friday. No later than that. Right. I got something coming.
Make sure it's a good beat, Smooth.
I'm very. See, the thing is, I have a weird taste in beats. Like the thing is, I have something that I was gonna go with, but it depends on how the reception is to this one. So if they, decide to come on some and really want to get Biggie with me, I got another in the chamber that I can fall back on. So I'm good. So, but this other one I feel good about. I was in a good mood, and so it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Don't be doing no Ja Rule type shit too, man. That's rap, man.
No. It won't be it'll be pure rap, and I gotta do. I'll keep it like how I've been doing it, with my references and game. Good thing I waited to release it after this show because now I got some more things to add, so I'm good. All right, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot. You guys have a good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We are out of here. Peace.
I'll say a link, Smooth.